Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Grace Life DIY home decor. So I'm going to wait a little bit just to see how many of you do come on. All right. I am new with this StreamYard and just going on live in general. And so today I tried to get on. Debbie tried to get on. And she's having trouble from her end. So it's just going to be me. So, all right. How's everyone doing? Uh, I'm not sure where I see comments here, so I don't know. Debbie, I might need you to send me comments because I don't remember how the comment situation went the last time I went on. So who can hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me. And I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. This is my second time using this. I gotta practice more. All right. Just give me 1 minute. I just want to make sure that I'm gonna check another device. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Grace Life DIY home decor. And yes, I have Debbie here in the comments. She was supposed to come on live with me today. And we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. I have to get used to this, guys. So it looks like two of us are watching. And I do see Debbie's comments. So she's going to be in the comments here. Um, all right, so today is the calendar of collaborations for September. I'm really excited. We really did an amazing job. We always do an amazing job in all the other months with the collaborations, but I am just so proud of you guys. We had an amazing month of August and we had like one collab after the other, and you guys did absolutely amazing. And I just want to thank you for that and tell you how much I appreciate you. I'm trying to build a platform here that's more family oriented. And so you guys did amazing. Now, I'm not going to be able to know unless you comment in the comments when I start mentioning these collabs, if you guys want to host. So I only have two people here, so I'm gonna have a drink. Go get your drink, your coffee, whatever it is that you want. Before I start mentioning these, I would like to talk to you guys about a few things that we need to be doing in with our videos before I start going into the collaboration calendar. So I probably didn't pick a good time to drop this calendar because everybody's celebrating Labor Day weekend, but this was the only time I could do it. And even then, it is the first. I was hoping to drop this earlier, but I have been so busy. All right, let me go fill up my drink. I'll be right back. Okay, so we are still at two, so I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm gonna tell everybody just go back to the replay. So let's get started here. So one of the things I wanted to mention, if you guys have any questions, make sure I leave them below in the comments so I can get them answered for you. If not, go back and comment after the replay. Or send me a message, whichever one, whichever one. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to address is when we're doing our videos. So if the thumbnail is telling you, the thumbnail gives you all the information that you need, whether it's the theme of whatever collaboration that we're doing, then you have the time. I normally keep my videos on Premiere. I don't mind if you guys keep your videos on Premiere. Now, if the collaboration is telling you, okay, the time of release is 7 o'clock, that's the time of release. Sometimes I will catch videos that are released earlier. The thumbnail tells you when the video needs to be released. So make sure that you release the videos or set them on Premiere at the time of release. And so that's normally how it's done. So let's move on to the next thing here. So let's see. When you are doing, when we're in a collaboration here, we do want to mention at the very beginning of the video, we want to mention what you're doing. See, here's two things I want to say. When you are releasing a video on your own channel, you could do whatever you want because it's your channel. When you're releasing a video in a collaboration, then you're no longer one, you are part of that collaboration. Okay, so you want to make sure that you mention the collaboration. You want to make sure that you mention the host and the co-host and everybody else participating. You also want to make sure that you're linking that information below in your description box, because that's the only way that anybody watching this that's the only way that anybody watching our videos, remember, we're a family. When you are releasing your videos outside of the collaboration, you can do whatever you want, as I said. And I'm repeating that because it's really important that as a community, we understand that the flyer is saying release the video at 7. The flyer is saying that these are the people that are hosting. I mean, I go through a lot to get all of these thumbnails to the point that is very little questions that come back to me. And so, and that's the way I like doing it. We have, guys, if you guys have been collaborating with me for a while, I am very, very on top of everything that we're doing because I want to make sure everybody's videos are being watched from beginning to end. That's not happening either. When we don't want to pick and choose, because the reason why we entered the collab to begin with is because we want to run everybody's video. There's people still here on this platform that are waiting for watch hours. There's also people that we need the help, guys. And so that is why I do these collaborations. So remember, let's just go over that real quick. I'm not trying to, write these things down. Make sure that you are mentioning the collaboration at the beginning of the video. Make sure that who you are mentioning is linked down in your description box, especially your host, because that is very important. Each person's link. Now, what I'm going to say about your link is that a lot of you are not using the @ sign, if you're even using that at all. So we want to mention them, but we also want to use the @ sign and the channel name. And so what happens is they can go ahead and click on that. And once they do, it'll take you right to the channel, to that person's channel. And you want that because if somebody really likes your video and wants to go and they're in my description box, they'll come down to your name and go right to your video. And I hope that's making sense. Debbie, I hope that's making sense. Can you let me know? Because I don't want this one is doing it, that one is not doing it. We all should be doing it in the collaboration. As I said, outside of that, in your own channels, you can do whatever you want. But while we're in the collaboration, we are no longer one person. We are the group. who's participating in that collaboration. So I'm saying that in love. So please write that down and let's get more in the habit, because it seems like I'm noticing less and less. Yeah, yes, it is. Okay, so she did say that. And again, I only have like 2 or 3 people that are here. If you have any comments about that or you need help with that, I'm more than happy to help you with that. Okay, so sometimes it could be because you didn't know. Other times it could be because you don't know how. And don't ever be shy to send me a private message and I will show you how. But that is normally how it's done. So I'm going to repeat it one more time, only because I don't know who's coming in and out of this live. So I give you the thumbnails, and on the thumbnails you will have the guests. Most of you create your own thumbnails, and that's fine, but you need to have the list of who's co-hosting and hosting in a collaboration. You cannot just not mention anyone. You wouldn't want your name to be left out, so you have to follow the rules and don't leave anybody out. Also, I want you to know that I'm trying to create a community here that's family. So never be shy to come and ask me a question, and always share the thumbnails. Like, it cannot be, I'm going to mention this, it cannot be that it's only about you, and it cannot be that we are selfish as far as I'm only going to mention my stuff, I'm only going to upload my stuff, and it's all about me. It's not, that's not how I run this collaboration platform. When you're in the collaboration, or we are part of a collaboration, about all of us, okay, not you. It's about all of us. So when you are releasing your own videos, it is about however you release your videos. I don't even get involved in that. What I'm saying is that I'm trying to create a family platform. And so we do want to look out for each other. Because if we can't look out for each other, who we're going to look out for, guys? And we're trying to grow, and we're trying to do it in a way where we know we're in a platform where we feel safe and we feel protected and somebody's looking out for me. If you're not doing that, then I ask you to change that and let's get on the same page, because that is what I need. I need people that we can trust, people we can count on, that we are working together as a family, and I don't have to look over my back. That I needed to say that because I do see the description boxes, I do see the comments, and I do see whether or not we are entering. Okay, we are commenting, whether we're watching or we're not watching. Remember, we're trying to grow, so we need to watch everyone's videos. Okay, a lot of people won't collab, and I've had this conversation before. They won't even enter a collaboration because they say, well, people are picking and choosing who they want to watch. Now, with that being said, that is true. We're picking and choosing who we want to watch. And I'm not saying we, I'm just saying in general, the whole collaboration uh, world, okay? People just want to see certain people. But that's not the case in this platform. We do have to watch everyone's videos, guys, and we want to say encouraging comments. We want to we just want to uplift people because we're all trying to grow. And so we don't want to say anything negative. We want to always be encouraging. I am one that are learning from you guys, and a lot of things I don't know. And I would not want somebody not to watch my video because I'm learning. So try to step out of your shoes and try to step into somebody else's shoes so you can understand what it is that I'm saying. And the reason why I'm saying this once again is because I have been noticing it. And, when you do get the announcements and you do get the calendar, don't just mention you. Don't just mention my collab or the collabs that are your favorite. We're mentioning the calendar as a whole. And so I have a couple of people on this platform that are sharing the thumbnails. They're making announcements, and they're doing that on their own to help. Because they're a part of. It's not just, like I said, it's not just about me, myself, and I. It's about all of us. When we're in a collaboration, everybody in that collab is one. And I hope you're understanding what I'm saying, because I want us to be a family, and I don't want anybody to feel like I don't enjoy doing collaborations, or nobody's looking out for me, nobody's watching my videos. I don't want that to be the case, not in this platform. So I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that you guys understood what I said. If you didn't, please just more than happy. I will receive your comments. send me messages. Remember, I'm going to be linking my email down below. I take private, and I will speak to you separately, and I will speak to you and explain things to you and show you what it is that you need to do. But we definitely want to stick to that family thing, and we want to make sure that we are covering all bases here in order to continue with these. But these collaborations have been absolutely amazing, and you guys did an amazing job. Whenever I have collaborations and they're running for the entire week, it's just amazing. I can get through that week. It's just amazing, guys. And you guys have been like sticking right there and dropping video after video. And this is great because remember, this is social media and all of it is going to get sent out there and everybody is going to see it eventually. And if we're going to be talking about other aspects, I might have to come back on live with that topic by itself, which would be let's say the hashtags or the way I should be doing it, how I should fill out the description box and things of that nature, guys. I am going to help you every step of the way, and all of us together are going to grow, and we're going to be the bomb, guys. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but we're going to be the bomb. And everybody on social media knows we're blowing them up. So let's just continue doing it, but let's do it the right way. So with that being said, I am going to go ahead and start. If anybody, when you see this or replay or whatever the case may be, come back and let me know what collaboration you would like to host. And I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it right there when it comes to that. I have a pen and my notebook here to write down if there's a collaboration that you are interested in co-hosting with me. Now, I think we only have one person here, and I think that's you, Debbie. So when they hit the replay after this wonderful weekend, then they can come back and send me some messages. All right. So let's start out here on Sunday. Get a pen, get a pad, your calendar. I hope if I said that before and you didn't get it, well, go and get it. Well, go and get it. So I hope I said that okay. I didn't mean to, if I sounded a little bit, I didn't mean to sound a little bit rough. I just wanted to make sure that if anybody doesn't know, I'm here to help you. I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and we are doing nothing but growing. We're going to grow regardless. So, and I just love having you guys. All right. Let me have some water. I was going to do a haul while I was waiting for people to come on, but I have been so exhausted that I wasn't going to do it. And also the calendar normally is time consuming. So I didn't want to do it. I might do it in a separate haul. Do you what? Did you say the right thing? Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes you would say something and you mean it in love, and I want you to know, like right across the board, everything I'm saying to you guys, I mean it in love. God called me to go ahead and run these collaborations to have you grow. So there is no way that my intentions would be other than love. I am handling this in love, trying to help everybody grow. But I'm not going to have anybody who's going to isolate themselves just to themselves. Okay, and not isolate themselves only to themselves, like I'm just interested in me growing, then this is not what I want. Okay, we are interested in us growing. Okay, the only time you're interested in you growing is when you're dropping your own videos. But in the collaborations, and we are a family no matter what, and the whole thing is to get to the point where we're always looking out for each other, and you didn't do, and this didn't happen, and it's like, you know what I'm saying. And so it's going to be a heavy duty workload for me. And so the last thing I want is for somebody to be doing something they shouldn't be doing. So we just want to look out for each other, and we just want to keep growing this family. The more we grow the family, remember that one thing before I get started with the calendar. I want you to remember this. You cannot continue to grow and get new subscribers if we are not inviting other people to join us, guys. take the thumbnails. If you don't use them and you create your own, that's fine. But I designed the thumbnails so that you can share them with your subscribers who might not know us, and want to look at it and say, that's interesting. I think I might want to join that collaboration. So what does that do? That brings the new subscriber in and we gain subscribers. And so I hope that made sense. So we definitely want to do that. I usually go out when I have time off. I usually will go out and invite people that we don't know into our collaborations just so that we can gain subscribers. It's the same things that you guys could be doing. Use the thumbnail, post them in your community tabs, and invite people and say, you see this, do you see this collaboration? It's a great collaboration. We would love for you guys to join. They're not going to know about us if you don't spread the word. And I hope that makes sense. So, uh, and we're not doing that just for me because I'm doing it anyway. We're doing it as a whole and we're all growing together. And that is exactly what it is that I am trying. That's the message I'm trying to get across. And if there's something, guys, that you don't know, once again, just send me a message and I will make sure and work with you until you do. So, because I love you guys. So let's just move on. Now we're going to start out with Sunday, well, today, the first. We have Quick and Easy Meals. So Quick and Easy Meals is a collaboration where you can make absolutely anything. I mean, I've even gone out to eat and filmed that at Texas Roadhouse with my son. And listen, it doesn't matter if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, anything in between, a snack. It was grilling time, like here in Colorado, it's grilling time all year. Where I lived in Pennsylvania, grilling time all year. If you do that, whatever it is you do, make sure, record your video, use the hashtag Quick and Easy Meals, upload it, and I will add it to the playlist. Quick and Easy Meals runs every Sunday. It's an open playlist. It runs every Sunday at 7 p.m. Okay. I am bringing in a guest, but we'll get to the guest when I get to that day. I'm going to do this calendar by day. So I hope that you guys have a pen. If I'm moving fast and you're watching the replay, make sure and pause the video and write it down. Just make sure. I'm going to try. I think I'm going slow anyway. So that's Quick and Easy Meals. Every single Sunday, you don't even have to blink an eye. All of my collaborations release at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The only one that does not is my first one, which is Tablescape Tuesdays. And that one releases at 6. But every other collaboration that I have releases at 7. Okay? So that should make it easier. I also have a tendency on the regular monthly collaborations are normally the same day every month. So if you haven't noticed that, you will notice that. I'll actually point that out when I get to it. So let's move on over to the second. So the second falls on a Monday. So I have 2 open playlists on Monday. And that one of them is the foodie grocery haul. So guys, if you're going shopping, I don't care if it's something small, a few items or a lot. Or even if you go to different places or you get food or somebody gives you food. The key thing here is that just show it in your video. And so the grocery haul, if you're going food shopping, that one we normally, I think I'm really starting to like that collab a lot. Sometimes it's funny because I will create a collaboration. I'm not really sure if it's going to take off or not, but I'll tell you what. The foodie grocery haul is fun because we started showing our receipts and letting you know from wherever we are in the US anyway. I'm not sure if anybody else is outside, but we show how much our dollar stretches. I normally shop in Walmart. Some people might shop other places. They'll show their receipt. And this is what I got for this particular haul. I think it's fun, guys. So, and then we have the home cleaning motivation. Remember, these things that I'm mentioning here, we do all of the time anyway. A lot of people will say, well, that's not within my niche. I don't see anything wrong with leaving your niche to go to one of the collaborations that might help you to grow your channel if you're doing it once in a while. Just food for thought there, guys, because I know a lot of you stick to your niches, but these are things that we're doing all the time. I actually think the food grocery haul is a thumbs up. The home cleaning motivation, it'll just have to catch up. But that one is doing well, and I'm cleaning and I'm posting videos anyway. So I'm not going to mention the host of these because the thumbnails will have the host of everybody. So remember, 3 open playlists: quick and easy meals, the foodie grocery haul, and the home cleaning motivation. Now, the home cleaning motivation and the foodie grocery haul are every Monday at 7. So those release, they always get updated every Monday at 7. I used to do that and was not growing. Now I just drop videos and I am growing fast. What do you mean you just drop videos? I used to be like that and was not growing. I don't understand what you're saying, Debbie. So I'll wait for your response. Um, so just remember, uh, those are the open playlists. Okay, so those are the open playlists. When I participate out of my niche. Yes, when we participate, it is, I mean, primarily your channels, you might say, okay, all I'm going to do is home decor, or all I'm going to do is decorating ideas. When every once in a while, when you break away from that, it's not going to hurt your channel. I'm not going to convince you of that. You're going to just have to try that on your own, because I don't want anybody to come back and say, well, you told me. Listen, this is something that I learned, and this is why my channels, I have 3 channels. I'll be linking those below because I need you to subscribe to all 3 channels. All 3 of my channels from now forward will have collaborations in each of them. So those changes you're going to see very shortly. And what happens is, that's what I mean, at the very beginning, I started out, believe it or not, when I started was with the shop with me's, and my channel was growing very quickly. Um, but I didn't just want to do that. Okay, I do have people that they just motivate me to try something new. And then I moved over to DIYs. And I didn't name my channel. My channel's always been the Grace Life DIY Home Decor. It does make it a lifetime channel. And so what that means is that anything goes. If you specifically name your channel under a certain category and you think you can't come out of that, I don't really think that you cannot come out of that. I don't see where that's written anywhere. And I've been running collaborations for a while now. You can. So every once in a while, welcome, Coco. How are you? So here I am. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, so every once in a while, you could do whatever. I'm not trying to tell somebody what they should or should not do. What I'm saying is that if you have, this is all the type of videos that I'm releasing, then it's not going to hurt your channel one bit if you break away from what your niche is to do something different. As a matter of fact, what I would do is try it and see. I am, well, thank you. Oh, that's great. And I'll be looking for your video tomorrow. So at home with Coco's or Coke, what is that? Cozy at Coco's. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. She just joined us in the home cleaning motivation, and she could actually join us in anything. So it's so nice to see you, Coco. This is Cozy at Coco's. Yes. So she just joined us in the home cleaning motivation. You can join us in absolutely any one of the collabs. You are not restricted just to join one. You can join them all if you wish. You can join, I like to have steady hosts, and then anybody can join any collaboration if they feel the need, or they like something and say, this sounds really nice. Like we just had the beverage bar cart. I had a great time. That was the first time I ever did the beverage bar cart. And I'm not ashamed to say that because I'm learning from all of you guys who have been handling the home decor parts. Like we're getting, well, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the beverage cart, it really was my first time doing the beverage cart. And I had a great time, and I mentioned it in the video. I mean, I try to have fun with you guys. I said, please be kind. And overall, I think my beverage cart turned out really nice. So let's move on to the next one. So, guys, those first three that I mentioned are open playlists, which means whenever you drop a video, it doesn't have to be that day, but whenever you drop a video, I will upload whatever you drop throughout the week. I will upload it to the playlist on Mondays, right before 7 o'clock. I will just grab all the videos of whatever it is you drop. If you shop 5 times, if you clean 5 different rooms, videotape it. I will pick up all the videos and they will go out at the same time on that day. Okay, that's what that means. That's what an open playlist means. And it doesn't have to be one, it could be as many that you drop that week. So, and you know what? I don't think I ever mentioned that, Debbie. I don't think I ever mentioned that, but doesn't matter. And that's why it's called an open playlist. It's not just one time. It's, I'm cleaning all the time and I'm recording all the time. And I have to do that every chance I get because I have a heavy schedule with school this year and I'm not going to let a video go to waste if I'm doing something. I'm recording it and I am releasing it. And then on Mondays, everything gets updated and then it gets released. And just in case you guys don't know or you're going all over the place, I am going to suggest that we all post the playlist in our description box below. I don't normally post it. I'm going to have to get used to posting it. So see, I have to do the same thing that you guys have to do. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because for some reason, some people do not know how I normally routine stuff. So when I release a video, you guys are releasing your videos for our collaboration, you give me about half an hour to group everybody together, organize the playlist, and you will always find it in my community tab. But from now on, I want you guys to link your the playlist in your description box, but you'll find it in the community tab. You will also find it in my chat room, and that's on Instagram, but we're going to stick with this platform today. So let's move on to the next one, which is one of my favorites. We have Tablescape Tuesdays. So Tablescape Tuesdays is every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's normally freestyle, which means you can decorate your tablescapes any way that you want. Okay. And if we bring in a guest, then the guest gets to choose. Actually, I think it's fun, right, Debbie? I record everything. Yeah. So I actually think it's fun when we do bring in a guest. Like I'm going to tell you right now that I have 2 guests coming in the month of September. And it kind of breaks it up because the guest gets to choose what style, color, or theme. All right. Any other time when we don't have a guest, you get to pick whatever you want to decorate your tablescape. And it's an amazing collaboration. It's been running for a couple of years. It's my first collaboration that I created, and it is amazing. It's blowing up YouTube. Okay. So I am not there yet. Actually, I am there yet. So let's go over to the 10th, guys. Are you writing this down? Debbie, are you still there? So I'm so happy that you're here with me. Oh, Sandy, I'm so happy that you came. Debbie, are you still out there? Okay, I'm so happy that you're here. So I was explaining a bunch of stuff about the collaborations and also some other stuff at the beginning. So you can go back to the replay. We'll just continue on from here. So I'm not sure. Debbie, are you still here? Okay, welcome, Sandy. All right. So let's move on over, guys. We are moving over to September 10th. Sandy, if you didn't write anything, bring anything like to write, get a pad and a pen and write these dates down. Because sometimes people don't like going to the community tab to see, well, let me go over there and find the calendar. You should have the calendar. I'm going to suggest highly that you share my calendar to your community tab. Very important, because your subscribers will look at that calendar and the thumbnails and they will say, oh, I think that sounds like fun, or I think that sounds like fun. And this is the only way we're going to grow, is if we keep bringing people. Yeah. Hi, hi. Okay, so this is just Sandy saying hello. Sasu, how are you? I'm so happy that you jumped in. So we're going to grow if we share the thumbnails, if we even talk about these collaborations, not just the ones that we like, but just in general as they're approaching, that we mention them and say, if you guys want to join us, it's an open collaboration. I do not have closed collaborations, and they're fun. And I'm going to be creating a lot of new ones, especially now that the holidays are like right there around the corner. I'm just going to start rotating a lot of collaboration. So let's go over to September 10. I hope you guys have your pen and pad, the new ones that are here. I'm so happy to see you. We're going to go over to Tablescape Tuesdays on the 10th. So we do have a birthday this month and we're not going to overlook it. All right. We have Debbie Bubbles is having a birthday this month, and we are going to celebrate her on Tablescape Tuesdays on the 10th. The theme, okay, for her is black and pink. Now, originally she said black and fuchsia. Who likes fuchsia? My mom's favorite color is fuchsia. So fuchsia is this deep, gorgeous pink, but it doesn't matter. The pink can be any shade. All right, so whoever's hearts can just settle down, because it's any pink. But she herself is probably going to be doing black and fuchsia, and I think that's going to be an amazing tablescape. So again, on the 10th, we have Debbie Bubbles coming in. It is a birthday edition, and the theme is black and pink. Okay, let's move on to the next collaboration, if you guys wrote that down. Okay. So Cozy at Coco's is going to be utilized a lot with us. And I hope that we can call in, like I said, new subscribers, because we're not trying to stay. We love everybody. I love everybody, but we're trying to get new subscribers. And the only way to do that is if we go ahead and mention the collaborations. And the collaborations are getting, some of these are taking off very quickly. All right, let's move on over to the 11th. And remember, you can always go back to the replay and write stuff down. The calendar will be up by tonight or tomorrow morning. But from this video, you're going to get the dates and you're going to get the collaborations. All right, guys? All right, did I lose Debbie? Where's Debbie? She said, hi, Sasu. I didn't see Debbie. I need you. Where are you? Okay, we're moving on to September 11th. So September 11th, I'm going to have, for the first time, this is going to be a regular collaboration with me. I just haven't decided how often I'm gonna let the collaboration run. We're gonna have on the 11th, the Cozy Fall Mantle collaboration. I'm here, okay. Just let me know once in a while you're here, because you disappear from my screen. That's the only reason why I keep calling you. All right, so guys, the Fall Mantle collaboration, I need you guys to go out and get me some hosts for this collaboration. Is going to be amazing. Now, here's what I'm going to say about this. If you do not have a mantle, I don't have a mantle, then improvise. We're going to use a bookcase, or we're going to use a shelf if we don't have a mantle. For all of you who do have a mantle, I'm so happy. Because you have one and I don't, and I'm hosting the collaboration, and it will never ever ever stop you guys from entering any of my collaborations, because my heart is always about you. Okay, I am not going to be strict about that. It's going to be a mantle if you have one. If you don't, use a shelf, maybe even a bookcase. You just want to use a flat surface, okay, where you can decorate. So there's no limits there. That is on the 11th, and it is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now we're going to move over. I'm also going to be incorporating a DIY collaboration in at least once a month. I don't have a mantle. I don't have a mantle either, Sandy. So what you do, Sandy Lynn, It's the same thing I'm doing. I'm going to use a back table. I think you've seen it in my tablescapes. When I use my big table, I have a table. It's almost like a small little sofa table in the back of my wall in my dining room. And that is what I'm decorating as my mantle. So not all, like I said, not all of us have mantles. So I'm not going to exclude somebody from joining in the collaboration if you don't have a mantle. No, I want you to come in. I want you to join as a host. Remember, guys, let me know if you want to host any of these. I'm going to come and hunt you down anyway. So it doesn't matter. So me and Sandy don't have mantles. I guess let me see. Can you define a mantle? A mantle is like if you have a fireplace, you know, that shelf above the fireplace, that's a mantle. Some of them can be like a floating shelf, like if you have a shelf somewhere that you can decorate. That's what a mantle is really just a shelf. And the fireplaces normally have like a shelf right above the fireplace, but we don't have, there's a couple of us already I see here that don't have mantles. So use a shelf. You can use a shelf. You can use a bookcase. Um, you just work on decorating like a shelf or a bookcase in your house, and there is your mantle video. Okay, hon? All right, so I hope that made sense. Let me see what I'm seeing here. So Sasu, thumbs up. That's right, thumbs up, because you don't have no mantle in Florida, I hope. So it's hot over there, girl. It's hot over here too. So yes, please give a thumbs up and thank you. I don't know if you guys were talking to me, but let's keep it moving. All right, guys. So I am going to incorporate a DIY collaboration into every month, especially if we're approaching something, if it's going to be Thanksgiving. I can think of a couple of things that you guys already do, don't even realize they fall under the DIY category. If you're doing a floral arrangement, believe it or not, it's a DIY. And so sometimes I don't think that you guys, because of the DIY crowd that is constantly making all kinds of, I'm not asking you to build a house. I'm just saying things that you're already doing. So if you do a floral arrangement or you do DIYs, like if you decorate your own wreath, that's a DIY. If you're doing your own floral arrangement or you're making your own garlands, guys, those are DIYs. And the home decor crowd, I would love to see in these collaborations with DIYs that are easy. We have, like right now, I'm going to be mentioning this right now. We have a collaboration where we're making bows. Well, I don't know how to make a bow. I don't have a bow maker. I don't have a bow maker either. But guess what? I'm going to show you different versions of the bows that I make. I never used a bow maker in my life, and I will show you 3 different ways you can make these bows. If you pre-make these bows ahead of time, then you won't have to make them during Christmas and it won't be so frustrating. How's that? So I hope that made sense. So we're going to have a DIY, and it's called Let's Learn to DIY Bows at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 13th. So if you don't know how to make a bow, or you just want new ideas on how to make a bow and not stress, let's go make some bows, guys. I think we can do this. And and actually there's just so many different ways to make them. You're going to have an amazing time creating these bows. And I cannot wait to have you join in, or and especially support us by watching. But I want to see you guys participating in all these collaborations, because if you don't, and also spreading the news. We got to get into spreading the news, and we got to get into sharing the calendar, as I said before, and sharing the thumbnails. And randomly, if you want to make a video for me, that would help me greatly, because I have a heavy workload this year, and I'm not going to stop my videos or stop helping you grow while I'm doing this. So that would be a tremendous help for me. It's a fun way to make bows. It is a fun way to make bows. So some of us will use a bow maker, some of us won't. Some of us will do it by hand. Well, how'd you do it before the bow maker was invented? You know, like we have to expand the way we think, and expand like, okay, let's get a little bit creative here and say how they used to do the bow before. I don't care if you're tying a shoelace. You can tie a bow into use a bow and pretend to tie a shoelace, and you will be amazed at the things that I'm going to show you, along with all the hosts that are already collabing with us. So we need to get that. Also, remember that if you do a DIY of some kind or join into them once in a while, they will boost up your numbers. Okay. So this one is called Let's Learn to DIY. And by the way, I do have a chat for this. You guys are already in the chat. You guys who know what I mean. If you're not in the chat, it's specifically for the bow, and I change it every time the collaboration ends. I'll add a new one, like the lantern or the Reese Galore. And we did an amazing job in those collaborations, guys. So I need you in all of them, really. And there's nothing that's going to stop you from joining any of my collaborations, right, Debbie? Nothing. And I will be there every step of the way. I will give you ideas, and just know in the back of your mind there's never going to be something that will stop you. Say, I don't have one of those. Well, I didn't either. And I, like right now, I just told you about the mantle, and I don't have a mantle. So I just gave you options. The whole thing here is that the ones that have the mantle, awesome. The ones that don't have the mantles, awesome. Because I'm not gonna shut you out of any of the collabs. I love you guys, and we're all growing together. Remember. So I think Coco is saying I'm new to bow making, but I will watch. And like I said, you have to, if you're doing bow, listen, we're just making bows for whatever occasion, right? Yes, nothing, just joined. Who just joined us? Yes, nothing just joined us. Okay, so um Coco, like I said, either one. I mean, I would really love you guys to participate, whether, don't look at the collaboration and say, oh, I don't think I can do that. I never want, we don't do no, we don't do give up. We don't do any of that on in this platform here. I will always give you an alternative. But in this particular case, I have a list of people that are hosting with me here, and that list can get bigger. Okay. And then if you don't want to participate, of course, I'm not forcing you or forcing you slowly. But if you don't want to participate and you just want to watch, then of course, supporting by watching is always the best thing. Watching our videos from beginning to end. Okay. Did I lose Sandy Lynn? I hope not. Okay. So let's see. On the 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do have a chat for that. If you're not in that chat, let me know. I'll add you to that chat. It's called Let's Learn to DIY Bows, and that's at 7 p.m. I am going to be hosting that with At Home with Lisa, but we do have quite a bit of people joining into that. You don't want to miss that. And they're going to change. They'll be changing, and you'll find one that you like. So, okay, I'm open to learn. Awesome. All right, let's move on to the 14th. So is Sandy Lynn still here? Okay, don't know if she's still here. Yep, Sandy Lynn is here. Yay! All right. All right, guys. So remember, it's Debbie Bumble's birthday. So we do want to make her feel special. I like to make all of my ladies here feel special when they're having a birthday. I myself celebrated the whole month. So I just want you to know that. So anyway, she has her own collaboration that I'm hosting with her, and that's called All Things Decor. Now, I did ask her if she wanted to have a theme. Now, so we have All Things Decor. Remember, that's a tabletop collaboration, coffee table, end table, any accent table. It could be a little bistro table, whatever you have in your house. Um, okay, so Debbie Bubbles is hosting the All Things Decor Tabletop Collaboration. She's hosting that with me, but of course, she's the one choosing the theme. So this particular theme, because we didn't have a theme, we're just starting with this collaboration, and she's having a ball with this. Okay, so she wanted the theme to be enchantment. Okay, I'm gonna say romantic. There is no color, so I guess you guys can, we have to let our wheels spin, and let's think about what we're gonna do when we're decorating a table. You can decorate it with decor books. There's so many things you can use to decorate a tabletop, guys. And candles is always a really big thing. And if you need more ideas, I can always post more ideas, and then you do it any way that you want. but candles always makes things feel warm. All right, so that's the 14th. The theme is enchantment. That's what she called it. All things decor tabletop collaboration. Debbie Bubbles is the host. I'm hosting with her. And let's move on to the next one. Now, if you guys haven't joined Quick and Easy Meals, now how many of us cook? And listen, I'm not the chef of the future and I do not cook, but I have to cook for myself because I need to eat something other than junk food. So I cook for my son and I have a video going up tonight. I don't care if it's tuna fish. All right. So, but I decided that once a month I'm going to be doing something a little bit different in Quick and Easy Meals. Again, you guys don't like to leave your niche, please leave it once and try it because you're not going to know unless you try it. You will see that your numbers grow. If you don't have a niche and you're a lifestyle channel, then that is awesome because you can do whatever you want. So on the 15th, which is a Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the sheet pan meal. That means a sheet pan meal means everything that you're going to eat is going to be cooked in that sheet pan. Like sometimes I'll do, let me give you some examples. Sometimes I will do yep, at Quick and Easy Meals. And all that's going to be in the community tab, but sometime late today or first thing when you wake up in the morning, because I do a lot of my best work in the middle of the night. So I am just, it's just a lot getting these things together for you guys. And I love it. It's just that I had a hard week, guys. You got to be kind to me. All right. So a sheet pan meal, here's an idea. So you get a sheet pan, what we call a cookie sheet pan, whatever it is it's called. So what you do is you want to do your meat items and you place them in the pan according to time. So if you know your potatoes are going to cook earlier, your vegetables are going to cook a little bit earlier, add them to the pan later on toward when after your meat. Yeah. So Coco's laughing. So I don't know if it's me. Maybe I'm saying something wrong, but the whole thing is, Debbie, what do you have to say? So the whole thing is, when you have a sheet pan meal, let's say you're going to roast your chicken. I would start out roasting my chicken. Part way through, I would add my potatoes, and then part way through the potatoes, I'm going to add my vegetables, and so now you have your entire meal in one sheet pan. Thank you for all you do, Anna. You're welcome, hon. Thank you so much. That was really nice. So by the time you're done, you've created your whole meal on the sheet pan. We're gonna have that, and also I have a guest. So you guys didn't know because I didn't tell you that on the 15th, which is Quick and Easy Meals, we're gonna have the sheet pan edition. I'm gonna call it the sheet pan edition. Um, and I already gave you an example of that. If you need more, we'll put more examples of that in the chat, or you can send me a private message. Um, we're going to have May's Creative Corner. I mean, Debbie, am I saying that right? May's Creative Corner. Mabel. Okay, so Mabel is going to be a guest host on Quick and Easy Meals on September 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let me just write that here because she wasn't in here. Is it May's Creative Corner? I don't know. All right. So she's going to be our guest. Yeah, May's Decor Corner. It's not May's Decor Corner. It's May's Create. Somebody has to go and check and look for me just to make sure we got the name right. But I'll have it right on the thumbnail. All right. So she's the guest host and she pan. Let's move on to the next one. May's Decor Corner. I just thought it was something else. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry, guys, but it's been a long week. So now Tablescape Tuesdays on the 17th is freestyle. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. So like I said, Tablescape Tuesdays, if we don't have a guest, it's freestyle. This month I have two guests coming in. We already said that Debbie Bubbles was coming in on the 10th. So on the 17th on Tablescape Tuesdays, we do not have a guest. Okay. Now let's move on to, this is one of you guys' favorites. I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit hungry, guys. What is that? All right. So so guess what? So on the 18th, we are bringing back the budget friendly shop with me and haul. Now, I need hosts. I need co-hosts, May's Design Corners. Okay, so I put creative. I don't know why I always put creative when I'm talking to Mabel, but it's May's Design Corner. All right, so let's get over here to the budget friendly shop with me and haul. Okay, that is on the 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I need you guys to join in the fun because we love doing this. So it's called Budget Friendly Shop with Me and Haul. Doesn't matter what store you go to. Go to your favorite store. It doesn't have to be, even though I say budget friendly, sometimes you can catch a sale in a more expensive store like Home Goods and stuff like that. I am not trying to tell you what store to go to. You go to your favorite store and you can record, if you can, you record or anywhere, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, May's Design Corner. Thanks, Hasu. So it doesn't matter. So some people think it has to be low or budget friendly stores, just has to mean Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Listen, Walmart has some amazing items. I just saw them putting their stuff out. And so they have some amazing items. So, with that being said, if you go to Home Goods, like I go to Home Goods and get a lot of reduced stuff from Home Goods, I'm all over the place. If you're thrifting, it doesn't have to be, it's whatever your budget tells you. I'm not going to write those little details on my thumbnail, but go to your favorite store if you can film. And if you like thrifting, then by all means, please go thrifting. I am always in the thrift store. I have bags over there that are sitting. I'm going to do a separate haul because I knew that this would take a little bit of time, and just been a heavy schedule, and I just need downtime. So go to your favorite store. If you can film, then you film. Okay. And then when you come home, you do your haul of whatever you bought. If you did not haul, then show your shop with me. If you didn't do your shop with me, but you have a haul, then join the video. There is nothing that's going to stop you from joining this collaboration. It's an amazing collaboration. I have people constantly contacting me for the budget friendly shop with me and haul because people love to show their home decor. And whether it's thrifted or wherever you get it, it doesn't matter. So if you have one and not the other, that's okay. You're never going to get me to tell you, no, you can't join the collaboration. You are always welcome in the collaboration. Just don't do something you shouldn't be doing, guys. Okay, just if you don't have a haul, then show your shop with me. If you don't have a shop with me, then show your haul. Either way, you don't go wrong. One of my favorite collaborations. It is because we're always in the store. I am always shopping. So whenever I get a free chance, I will go. Thank you for the specifics. Yes. And write them down because I'm not always on live. And I just want you to understand, I'm just telling you things so that you would understand that I don't have this, but I can improvise and use this. If I don't have a mantle, like I have had responses, I have sent invites out already, and somebody will say, I don't have a mantle. And even Sandy Lynn just said she didn't have a mantle. I don't have a mantle either. So the person who's hosting the collaboration doesn't have a mantle. You think that's going to stop me from doing the collaborations? No. No, it's not. And so I want you guys to get in there. I can decorate the shelf that I have, the decor shelf that I have behind my dining room table. And it's like decorating a mantle. A mantle is just a shelf that you're decorating. Some of us have floating mantles. Some of us have a shelf or a bookcase. Remember, I added bookcase. So is Sandy Lynn still on here? Did I lose her? I don't know why I keep losing people on here. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So remember, we have the DIY with the bows. If you're not in my chat room, let me know. I'll add you to the DIY chat. And we already talked about Debbie, which was the 14th, all things decor tabletop. I already told you how, gave you some ideas there. If you need some more, just send me a message. And I already told you about May's Design Corner. She's going to be the guest on Quick and Easy Meals on the 15th, and it is the sheet pan edition. So you're cooking anyway, you may as well film it and upload it. You never know. Now we're going to move on to, I'm sorry. You know what, guys? I got a little bit behind here. I got off track. We were talking about the budget friendly shop with me and Hall, and I already told you the difference. So remember, that's the 18th at 7. So now we're going to move on to the 19th, which is the Fall Apples Harvest Party Tea Party. Okay. That is Deborah Cabasa Home Living is hosting that collaboration. I'm still listening and want, yes, and she's taking notes. Okay, so I just like to see you guys in here. So we have the tea party, Fall Apples Harvest Tea Party, and Debbie doesn't restrict you from doing anything in those tea parties. If anything, we want to keep sharing these flyers so that we can get more and more people to join these tea parties because they're really fun, and especially now, all the time, but especially now, fall's coming. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas. It's just so many different themes we can go with. This one is called the Fall Apples Tea Party, and I'm hosting with her this. And we have a couple of ladies that host, and we would like to see that list of people grow. So again, besides all the other flyers, we want to share all the flyers. All right. Then on the 20th of September at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, she's here. Debbie is here if you have a question about the tea party. But just remember that even the hosts that are already on there on the thumbnails, um, even the hosts that are already on the thumbnails, that doesn't stop anybody from growing. And it doesn't stop anybody from calling me or just letting me know that, can you add me to that? I would like to be in that. Not just in her collaboration, but in all of them. That this can be with all of them. So I send you invites, and you don't have to wait for me to send you an invite. Remember, I have a heavy schedule, guys. I could use your help by you telling me, can you place me in for that one? Place me in for that one. I would love for you guys to always join in all of them, but I know that's not always possible. But we just want to keep sharing the information. Share the calendar, share the thumbnails, and let's get spread because we are growing on YouTube, whether you guys realize it or not. And sometimes we can grow quickly in a video that we drop that day, but sometimes it's over time. Remember, sometimes your views will come over time. If you put up a video for something, go back and take a look at your videos and say it's been a week or two or whatever, a month. Go back and see how many views that video actually got. You will be surprised how those numbers have taken off. All right, now let's move on to styling my way. Well, I would like to see more people join Styling My Way because literally is exactly what that means. I don't care what little area of your home, it could be your windowsill. Like right now, I'm getting ready to decorate my whole big picture window. I mean, it's like a picture window. It's a huge window that I have, and I decorate it. And so I could style that if I want to. I actually do. So I'm going to go ahead and do a video on that. If you're decorating or restyling your table and you restyle, we just had the entryway collaboration. Wasn't that an amazing collab, guys? I thought the entryway collaboration was such an amazing collab. All the collaborations are amazing, but a lot of them some can be more fun than others, but I just really enjoy these collaborations. So why can't we enjoy these things as we're growing? So styling my way, pick an area, pick a corner, pick an item. So if I DIY something and I really love it, I'm going to go ahead and display it, and I'm going to style it somewhere in my home my way. And that's what that means. You just take whatever you have, or whatever area. I'm not saying room. You can do a room if you want, but I'm not stressing rooms because I'm not trying to overwork anybody. What does it say? I've been doing shores and invite people to the collaborations. I know you are, Sandy. You're doing an amazing job, and I can use the help not just for you guys to do reminders on your own collabs, but to do reminders on the whole family platform of collaborations. It shouldn't be just one person here and there. It should be all of us doing it. Okay, as a community, remember that, because it's not just about one person, it's about all of us. And some of us may not want to hear that, but it's the truth. You know, if we're working together and I'm making sure that your videos are being watched, and we're making sure that we're watching everyone's videos, that we're commenting and encouraging stuff, and then we also need to be doing that with our thumbnails and the calendar. Okay, because the more you spread your calendar, a lot of those people I don't even know, and they may not even know about our collaborations yet, and they would like to join. So how are we going to gain subscribers if you're not doing that? So I hope that made sense. Now, and thank you so much, Sandy, for doing the shorts on the invites for the collaborations. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we did the tea party and we just did styling my way. You can take any item, any area of your house. You can style your coffee table. Just pick a little area. And if you're doing a room and you want to show that, you can do a room. So we can go from a room all the way down to a small little area, a small table. And that is called styling my way. There's nothing intimidating about that collaboration. And that one, actually, you can style anything. So this should be an incentive for you to join. Let's move on to the next one. So I am bringing back one of my favorite collaborations, and it's called Decorate a Lantern. Yes, Decorate a Lantern is coming back. I need hosts for that collaboration. So I'm going to come and hunt you guys down if you don't let me know in the chats that you want to join Decorate a Lantern. It is going to be the Harvest Edition. Okay, the Harvest Edition, and it is going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have a guest for the Decorate a Lantern collaboration, and that is, I have the guest in front of me, I think is Jennifer at Home. So Jennifer at Home is going to be a guest host on the Decorate a Lantern collaboration, along with At Home with Lisa, and all the other hosts that I get. All the other hosts that you guys just let me know. What is that? The date on Styling My Way is the 20th. I have not really sent out invites. I only sent out a few. But again, I just gather all of the hosts, co-hosts, guest hosts, everybody together. They'll all be on the thumbnail, and we're just gonna have a great time with Decorate a Lantern, because lanterns are used a lot during the fall season. They use a lot all year, but I love the fall Decorate a Lantern. So the harvest theme. Let's go on over to the 24th. So September 24th is Tablescape Tuesdays. Tablescape Tuesdays, we have a guest coming in on the 24th, and it's At Home with Lisa. Lantern collaboration, yeah. Okay. So we got it. Yeah, look at that. If you guys got to start answering, I only got 4 people though, I see. All right, so she wants to join. Let me get you in here. What is that one for? Sandy Linda Lantern. Uh, did you answer? Did you reply to the message I sent you? I think you did. The reason why I'm saying that is because I have. Let me just put you down. And I usually have like regular co-hosts or people hosting with me as a norm, and then and these are. I'm just trying to add to my list here. And this is what Decorate a Lantern is on the 22nd. And who said yes? Sandy. And did you say yes too, Coco, or was you were just asking for the date of Styling My Way? Okay. So I've been doing, yeah. Okay. So I got you in, Sandy, for the lantern. So let's move on over to, okay. So we were on Tablescape Tuesday, guys. Deborah, Oh, I got Debbie on the studio. Hold on one second. I was trying to get her in before. All right, so let's see. I do have her in the studio. Oh, let's see. Go back to the studio. There is Debbie. I'm adding Debbie to the stage, and so she's already on, guys.
Hi guys.
It took her a little bit to get on, but hey, she got on. Barbie, Sandy, I got Barbie on here too. That's great. So here's what we were talking about. So while you were getting into the studio, it took her a little while. Like I'm telling you, we got to get used to StreamYard, but um, I don't get on here often enough. So we are up to decorate a lantern. So Barbie Daily Rule Life in the Valley says hi. How are you? Hi Debbie. So you see,
Hi Barbie,
hi
welcome.
Barbie. So see, Barbie is new to me. She's probably new to Debbie too. Is she new to you? Okay, so
Yes,
you see, I would not have known if Sandy didn't bring her over and show her. So this is what I keep stressing it because we want new subscribers. So it's not like we're not going to gain subscribers, but why should we have to go wait until the video goes, I don't know where, to come back and then say, oh, I think I like Debbie. And like, so if we go out and get my subscribers are not your subscribers, I mean, hi, Barbie. Okay. So my subscribers are not your subscribers. Debbie's subscribers are not my subscribers or whatever. Here, Sandy Lynn's subscribers are not mine. And Sandy Lynn brought Barbie over. So and I
got
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Absolutely love having you, Barbie. And so we gain subscribers just by
yep.
word of mouth. It's so easy because we're talking all the time anyway. So just say something and say, you know what? And so if we mention it in our videos, then whether it's your collab or not, if you're mentioning it in your videos, people hear that and they'll say, well, what is it? Well, go to my community tab because all the thumbnails are there. It's fun and the calendar's there. Then all of a sudden, somebody will contact Sandy. Hi, Debbie. Oh, Sandy just said hi to Debbie. Um, and then what happens is these people come, like I just absolutely loved when I got Barbie and she just jumped right in. She was a trooper. She jumped right in and she just started, I don't know what collab she started with us, but she just started jump right in. And I was like, I don't know who Barbie is, but Barbie Daily Rule Life. She's, I just love you. Okay.
We
Because
just
we are
welcome
just so
everybody. We just welcome
welcome.
everybody.
Yeah, we just welcome in all these new people. I'm probably, yeah, you could always tell when I have fun when I'm on because I can be myself. And I don't normally, and hi, Sassy. Who's Sassy? Barbie saying hi to Sassy. Oh, Sandy. Okay. Uh, all right, you guys got nicknames for each other. That's fine. Okay, so decorate a lantern. Let's write this down, guys. Decorate a lantern.
I
It's
got
got,
I got stuck on this on September 18 because I was messing around with my other phone while I was on the chat.
okay, let me go over that real quick. So all of you who are trying to catch up, go ahead and catch up now while I catch up with Debbie. So on the 18th, we have the budget friendly shop with me in Hall. If you're writing it
Yeah,
down. Okay,
yeah.
how far did you get? Did you write down?
I got that one down.
Okay, so we already know because me and you already talked about if you have a shop with me and not a hall, that's fine. If you have a hall and not a shop with me, that's fine, right? And
Yep.
also the thing I added was it does not matter the store. I know that
Yep.
I named it budget friendly, but that is for the budget friendly crowd. But I'm not just receiving the budget friendly crowd, I'm receiving everyone. And
Yep.
sometimes we do go to, I don't care if you do go to an upscale store, you have sales, you have discounts, you have clearances, and you are getting stuff at an inexpensive price. Don't let the store stop you from joining this collaboration. This is an awesome collaboration, and this collaboration is going to take off. So, yeah, Barbie's a trooper. I agree. I don't know you, Barbie. I have, but I know you're a trooper. We just love having you. So
Yeah,
now,
I'm sorry that I interrupted you. Like earlier, you were talking about people stepping out of their niche, and what I was saying that I didn't know you understood what I said was that
understood what you said.
my niche was home decor, and I was just doing this home decor until I stepped out of
Yeah.
my niche and I started dropping videos with your collaboration. I was stuck, guys. Honestly, I was stuck at maybe 1,300 subscribers, and I was stuck. I will get one, I will lose two. I will get one, I will lose one. And you know what? Since I step out of my niche, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna participate in whatever I can, and now you see my subscriber count. And that's since I started with Anna participating on collaboration. And she tells me, you could do it, Deb, you could do it. It's like the bow collaboration, how to make a bow. I would not even make a bow in my life,
Listen,
depends on me.
with this bow thing, I know a blank face, just a
But I'm going
blank
to
face.
participate. I'm going to participate.
No, but I'm saying it's a blank fit. But what I was saying was the video says learn to. So here's the thing. Sometimes we get stuck on the words, but the reason for that bow collaboration, because I didn't know how to do any bow but to tie a shoe. If you could tie a shoe, you can make a bow. And I refused. I didn't have a bow maker. And look at that. They're even coming out. The rustic crowd is coming out with the rag bow. Did you see that? They're just
Yeah.
little strips. So what we're doing is, I'm pretty sure that we got some of us that are going to use a bow maker.
Hmm.
I'm not even trying to knock that down. If you have a bow maker, I'm happy. But what I'm trying to do is, I'm not excluding anyone from any one of my collaborations. And I don't care, nobody could ever say that about any of my collaborations, because you can always improvise. The first thing we did with the bar cart, what did I tell you?
Yep.
She didn't have a bar card, and so
Not
what
a
did I
barker.
say? Where? How do you display your beverages when, if I didn't have a card either? As a matter of fact, Amazon delivered mine, my little one, just a couple of days before that collapse. So the same thing with the bow. So you're looking at the bow, say, I'm not going to do that. I never made a bow. You don't have to make a bow, but if you're going to make a bow and you have Christmas around the corner, throw them in a shoebox, put the shoebox away, and then right around holiday time, take the shoe. This is only an example, or birthday. You could even have a birthday box of bows, right? If you have birthday ribbon or old ribbon or whatever, take it out. And then I don't have a bow maker, but I know a couple of people that are going to join that have one. And
Yeah.
with that being said, so we're just gonna sit here. I'm gonna probably make just a couple of bows. Everybody else is gonna make whatever bows. It's just gonna be fun. That's just an example, because that's the one that I'm hosting this month. The one I'm hosting next month is gonna be really nice, but I'm not gonna tell anybody. I think Debbie knows which one I'm doing next month. But we're gonna go. She knows because we talk about these things all the time. So again, she was over. Okay, so the next thing I was telling them about was the Fall Apple Harvest Tea Party, and the theme is apple cider, and it's at
What,
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what I was
what was
talking to them about, because
what was the day?
the 19th.
The 19th.
Yeah, the 19th at 7. So that we're only trying to catch you up, because I'm already. Oh no, yeah, I'm already on the next guest for Tablescape Tuesdays. But if you want to say something about your tea party, go ahead. So
Yeah, I mean,
when I mentioned it, I did not really see it to that you put a apple cider theme, but you did.
yeah, it could, when I say apple cider, I mean it could be hot or cold or anything that have to do with apple. Apple juice. I mean, I'm gonna be having apple ciders. I love apple cider during the fall season. I'm going to be having I I bake a lot, so I'm going to be doing my own baking. I'm going to be doing my little hand pie. So there are many apple pies that I do. So I'm going
I
to be
like
having them.
those.
You
I
know,
like
um, if you guys ever want to know how I made those, the recipe is in one of the uh, oh my goodness, in Quick and Easy Meals.
Just
I
go to the
share,
playlist.
yes, I share all recipes. And these recipes, I grew up with my mother doing these recipes. I
Mhm.
mean, You could tweak them, make them your own, or you just do them the same way I do them on the video. So a lot of them don't have recipes on the bottom because I learned by my mother doing them by eye. Like my grandmother showed her, so that's how she showed me. So you learn how as you see people making things and they show you. You know how the old folks are. They didn't back in those days. They didn't believe in measurement.
No, we
So
didn't do it. Like I didn't grow up in a household that had. I said that to you. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then you taste it, and you know exactly a dash of that, and it's
yep,
done. I
yep.
didn't grow. I didn't grow up in a household with recipes where you learned a lot of the recipes from your mom. I just
Yep.
didn't. I just learned by watching, and a lot of us did. And then some people only know how to cook with a recipe card.
Yeah, in a lot of the recipes also that I share with you guys here on YouTube, a lot of those recipes I grew up. I managed a business for 20 plus years, which was the kitchen for a big company that I'm not gonna mention. But a lot of those recipes that I share with you, I used to do those recipes on that company. I used to manage a kitchen with employees that was like 19 employees. So I've been cooking all my life.
So, guys, I am eating chips because I'm hungry. So,
By
so,
all means, grab your snack, grab your,
so grab, yeah,
usually,
grab your snack and cookies because
usually when she's here alone, she just have a stay for a little bit time. But now that we're here, we are going to talk. So I know a lot of you guys have to work in the morning, and we understand that. But
no,
I'm
stay
here.
on, get your coffee and your snack, whatever. So oh, go always refer back. Remember, quick and easy meals, and if you need recipes, we're gonna have a lot of recipes now that Thanksgiving is coming, and I am gonna be bringing in a host. So this month's host is Mabel. Okay, Maze. I can't ever remember her name. Maze
Yeah,
is our
I got
corner.
that one.
And we're gonna do the sheep pan meal this month, but like I said, a lot of these things are going to be they're all on the playlist. So all you gotta do is look at Debbie's title on my title, and Jean was on for a while, and we have a whole I think we already went over 100 recipes.
Oh
Just so you
yeah.
know. So if you go to the playlist, in either one of our channels, you're gonna see recipes all the way down the list. Just bring one. And we still have recipes that we're adding. So
Oh
um
yeah.
so you were talking about okay the tea party, and then I mentioned styling my way, that they can style anything from a DIY to a
What
corner.
day in my way?
The 20th, right after your tea party. So you could style anything. So actually styling my
Anything?
way is exactly the 20th at 7.
Does it
And
have a
I
theme this month?
I didn't put a theme,
Okay.
but guys, we're going into fall. Actually, we're preparing for a
Yeah,
surprise that I didn't get to yet, so don't mention it, Debbie. You know what I
yeah, I
mean.
won't. I
So,
won't.
we are. I mentioned decorate a lantern on the 22nd for all you who didn't. I am bringing my chips closer. The sad thing is, I don't have a dip. I don't have a dip. I don't understand how I keep forgetting to buy sour cream. I don't know.
And the lantern, does it have a theme? Fall?
No, it's going to have harvest. We have to be specific.
Oh,
Remember we
harvest.
talked about that?
Yes.
And then for a previous video the day before it happened. And, I specifically, well, we're not going to get into it, but I have to give specifics on the themes, on certain themes. So, Decorate a Lantern is harvest theme at 7 p.m. And the guest is Jennifer at home.
Oh, Jennifer at home?
Yeah, she should be the. I have a guest host, and then all of us else are hosting. But I'm still waiting for people to volunteer. Oh, Sandy Lynn. But I think Sandy Lynn already said hello to me. I mean, already said yes.
Let
I
me
have
see who's
a.
here. She means Azul. Sandy means home and garden. Bobby is Barbie is a trooper. Cosia Cocos, I love sour cream and
So that's
onion.
5 people. We have
Yes,
5. Okay.
we have actually there is 7 people watching, but
Okay.
the only some of them are talking. So guys, if you are watching in the background, feel free to join us
Yep.
and introduce yourself. And if you want to participate in any of the collaborations, subscribe to the channels, and you are more gladly welcome. It doesn't matter if you have 1 subscriber or you have 100 subscriber or 1,000 subscriber. We welcome everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really important to me to do this, and I've said this on numerous occasions, because I always told Debbie that I always felt led. There's many times that I've discussed this with multiple people, and I feel led. I've always felt the Lord leading me to help, and I'm not going to stop that. And so I'm trying to create a family platform here where we're always looking out for each other, always watching our videos. We're not picking and choosing whose video we're going to watch. I'm not going through that. There's so
I,
many
I
times.
also I also have 2 devices that after we do our videos and she add them to the playlist, I run those playlists. That's the best way because once you run the playlist, even if you participate and you use your own device, let's say that you use your own phone and you run the playlist, what that does is since as we finish and the video goes air, once you run the playlist, what that does is you to see there are multiple people running that playlist, so the video get pushed out there, and you get more views because they be like, oh, so this playlist must have been
Okay,
interesting,
okay,
so
Barbie.
pushes out.
Right. And
Right.
so, and so the reason why I keep repeating certain things is because I'm just trying to give you an example. Who I had somebody who came up to me. She goes, "I stopped doing collaborations because people are not watching my video." That's not going to be the case in this platform here that I have, because if I and let me tell you, I do see who's in the comments. I do see what's in the description box. I do see all that stuff. And the reason why I mention these things is, number one, it's important. Like I said, you cannot enter a collaboration and not mention them at the very beginning of your video. They're not going to know that it's a collaboration video unless you mention us at the beginning. And this is why I said, is that clear enough? I mean, I hope that's clear enough, because that's not happening with everybody. If the collaboration releases at 7, then why would you release it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? The collaboration can be scheduled. If you need to know how to schedule it, we'll be more than happy to show you. Um, then we mention who the hosts are. It's very important that you mention who's hosting and co-hosting or guest hosting, and that the collaboration name and their channel links are in the description box.
Yeah.
And the channel links need to be with the handle, because that's the @ sign or the @ symbol. I don't. Let me know if there's one of you that don't understand what that is. So it's the @ symbol, and then you do the channel name of that person, so that if somebody's watching a video, they can always go into your description box and say, I want to watch more of Sandy's videos, I want to watch more of Debbie's videos, or I want to watch more. And so the handles are already there for you to go directly to them. Also, I'm going to start posting. The playlist is always in the community tab, and it's also in my chat on Instagram, but we're just going to focus on YouTube right now. So you will always, within 15 minutes to half an hour, you will have the playlist right in the community tab. So it's always available, always in order. And of course, you'll have the ones that I add on. I'm not going to stop anybody from releasing a late video, because if you're coming home from work and you're doing the video that day, I mean, I highly suggest you try to do your videos on a day that you don't have anything going on, and then scheduling it. So
I
if you need
record
to,
multiple videos a day. Sometimes I record three and four videos in one day and just put it on Premiere.
right, but if you don't know how to do that, and some of us don't, and we do our video like an hour before it needs to be released, then that's gonna that and then you'll get back to me and say, well, the computer's telling me 3 hours, or the computer's telling me it won't be done for
It
24
has
hours.
happened to me.
So sometimes See what happens is because you don't know if it's an internet problem or whatever the problems can be. Sometimes we, if we think about it ahead of time and we have a little bit of time, let me get that video out of the way and schedule it. If you need help, please send me a message. Okay. If you what does it mean to set it on Premiere? If you don't know, please send me a message and I'll walk you through all of it. But most importantly is mentioning the collab at the beginning of the video. If you don't have a thumbnail that you create yourself, then use the thumbnail. I am sitting here for hours. You can ask Debbie. I sit
Yeah.
here for hours creating those thumbnails. And if you don't have your own thumbnail, what do you think I'm giving you a thumbnail for? So that you can use the thumbnail and not think about it. Now, if you guys are really creative with your thumbnails, then by all means make it. But what's on the thumbnail is what's important. I don't use it when you're making your video. So you're making your video. Let me go get the thumbnail because that's where all of the guests are, the co-host, the hashtag, everything imaginable is on that thumbnail. So if you just use it for reading purposes, right, Debbie? If you
Yeah.
just use it for reading purposes, you got everybody that. Now it doesn't mean that occasionally I'll get a last minute person to join. Then we add that person to the description box because our videos are already done. But see, but once we all have the system and we're all working the same way, I don't have to blink an eye and say, let me stop what I'm doing to go over there. And but one of the main things with me is not to wait. You shouldn't wait too long. Now, if it's a last minute thing and you really want to join, go ahead by all means. But if you can schedule it, it's so much less stressful. Again, you guys do it the way you want to do it, but the rules as far as the collab goes is mentioning it at the beginning, making sure it's all in your description box, making sure to mention everybody in there because you wouldn't want your name not to be mentioned. Okay. And so, and also spreading it. Those are my main things that I push, and I don't do it. I do it because you don't realize sometimes that it's people that don't know me, like, or my subscribers are not yours. So as people, we're trying to bring in our subscribers to join so that they become everybody else's subscribers. And I hope you
Exactly.
understood what I said. So if that made sense to you, and again, after this live, if you have questions, just send it to me. But pretty much you can replay this, and I've already mentioned it quite a bit. So let's move on to Tablescape Tuesdays on the 24th. Did you get decorate a lantern, Debbie?
Yes, Creator Lantern is going to be Harvest, and that's for the 22.
And the guest
And
is Jennifer at home.
Jennifer at home, yes.
Everybody else who joins in is going to be in as co-host. Let me see, the thumbnails are very helpful. Yes. And when we can't remember something, like I can't tell you who's host. You know how many I have a whole month full of collaborations. I have to go back. I have to go back to my book. And believe me when I tell you, like I have a system going here and it's fine, but I also have a huge workload. And so I just love my collaborations to run smoothly. Everybody's pretty much knowing, all right, Anna's going to release the playlist at this time. It's always going to be in the community tab. Very simple instructions. I even have my collaborations all releasing at 7 to make it easier on you and me.
Fine. Except one, yes.
And when you say I don't have a mantle or I don't have the girl, there's so many things that I could say right now. I don't have a lot of things. And I thank the Lord every day for what I do have. And I know I can improvise. The thing
Amen.
is that I think that what's happening is that we have joined other collaborations where you could not improvise, that it's hard to conceive that you
That
can
happened.
join,
That
that you
happened
can.
too.
Yeah, see, and that's one of the main things. You have to get back to that story I was telling you. But there's people that have had such bad experiences. Number one, nobody's watching their videos or they're picking and choosing. We don't do that on this platform. We don't do that on this platform. So I would really appreciate it. You can go and clean something and run the playlist. The point is that the comments need to be in there. The like button needs to be hit for you to notice you. They're not going to notice you if they don't want to push your video because you're not clicking the like button. Everybody needs to get a thumbs up and everybody needs to say something pleasant and encouraging in a comment. There should never be a time that I catch anyone saying anything negative, because that won't that's not it, that's not a good thing, because I'm going to see a negative comment and I'm not going to add you to my collaboration. Okay, because there should be no time, at no time, no reason to say anything negative to anybody. Everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own way of doing things. If anything, we should be gleaming off of the things we see. um, we should be gleaming off of the things we see and say, I never decorated like that. Oh my God, that gave me a great idea. See, versus us critiquing somebody because that one has something I don't have. There's,
Yeah.
I am just starting out here in Colorado with my son. We're in Bible school, and I cannot tell you the things I have. Thank goodness for the thrift stores. That's all I'm going to say. And thank goodness for the Lord giving me
Yes.
the ability to do this, where I've opened a platform. I have had people come to me and say horrible experiences with other collaborations, but they don't say that with mine. And the
Yeah.
reason why is because you don't have a what? Improvise with this. You don't have a
That's
what?
why I stopped
Improvise with that.
collaborating.
And
That's why I
you
stopped
don't,
collaborating.
right. And that you stick with me, you will grow. And I said, I know, because I'm one of the anointed of Jesus. Okay. So, and the thing is, I've been doing it for so long, and I've been doing it
Hi,
like,
Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Hi, virtuous woman. Welcome, welcome.
yes. And so the thing is that you want to stick with them. And I have, okay, so I did have one person who came to me and, hi, Lisa. I did have one person who came to me and said, the reason why I don't join collaborations anymore. And I think she came to me because she probably was not growing either. And I did tell you who this was. And the
Yes.
thing is that it's very easy. Somebody is going to notice if you're in a playlist that person over there got so many comments. I only got two or three. That person over there, and one, they're picking and choosing who they want to watch or whatever. We're not, I don't do that here. We run the playlist. And kind of everybody who's been doing this with me for a while knows that uh, they know the routine, and I'm so happy that they do, because I don't always repeat myself when it comes to that. But she says, but I notice that if I collab with you, that everybody knows what they got to do. Yeah, everybody knows what they got to do. And maybe there is somebody there that you don't get along with. Well, get along with them. Okay, because we're not going to all mesh perfectly. But if they're there supporting you on your channel, and they're there, they're clicking the like button and they're watching your videos, is because of this routine that I have going. But if I see somebody and I don't see any comments, there's something wrong there.
Yeah.
Okay, because that should never be. And clicking the like button is a very important part of this. And also, your encouraging words can either influence somebody or take someone down. And
Yeah.
I'm not, and that's one thing. If I see, I'm just not gonna deal with it. Okay, because
Especially our seniors. We do have a lot of seniors that collaborate with us, and
well,
we
we
have to
should be
respect.
doing that to everybody, but she knows I have a sensitivity to to elder ones. And listen, they're always going to be the most faithful. Okay. And
Yep.
they love your videos, and this should be everybody. We should always be, it's not about whether you get along with this one or that one. It's about the playlist. Okay, so
Yeah.
my responsibility with the playlist would be, I put up the playlist, I organize the playlist, my description box is filled. Some of us do not have the description box filled, so I'm gonna ask you to correct that. And then some of us make up their own thumbnails. If anything, you use the thumbnails, remember, as a reference, because there's all of the guests, hosts, guest hosts, co-hosts, whatever is gonna be on there, including the hashtag. And I do appreciate, I would love for all of everybody to do it, is to share the calendar and share the thumbnails. And if you are not doing anything that day and I'm in school and I have to turn and I ask somebody, just take it on your own. Say, this is the collaboration that's coming up next. I'm gonna go ahead and do a reminder. You're gonna put a smile on my face. There's no way you're going to overdo, and say, I didn't ask her if I could do it. There's no way you're gonna disappoint me if you are pushing the collaboration. Okay. And if we all do this and we're all doing it together, it's not about personalities or anything like that. I like seeing new faces. Cozy at Coco's is new with me. She has now joined. If all of you who are watching, I have 9 people watching right now. If you're
Yep.
not in the chat, come on in the chat. So uh, Cozy at Coco's just joined. The virtuous woman is on here. How are you? So she just joined my home cleaning motivation. Now you tell me that we don't have to be cleaning our house. If every once in a while you just happen to do one of those
Um,
videos, you're
this is
going.
this is what the virtual woman said. I enjoy your collaborations, Anna. Thank you for giving us a platform to showcase our passion.
Amen. Amen, girl. You know, because I'm always over there with. I would love for you to collaborate with us more. Like I said, I don't really come on too often, but I'm going to try to make it a point to come on once a month. And this is really big because the collaborations are going to be changing more. I don't know why I decided to be changing a whole bunch of stuff right now while I'm in school, but that's what I'm doing. And the Lord is leading the way and He's clearing certain things. This time you do this time you do that. But I'll tell you what, I'm sitting here trying to explain everything to you, trying to give you what my heart is like because I need you to know. See, anything that you do where the person who's running it, you're trusting, you're going to give your whole heart to it.
Hmm.
There's just no way that you're not. If you are hosting with somebody that you're not, I'm not sure if I want to go in, or you're not feeling sure about it or whatever. And I don't know if I don't have a mantle, is she going to get upset I do a show? You don't have to think about none of that stuff on my platform here because we have a family of collaboration, of collaborators here that we look out for each other.
Yep.
Okay, so that has to play a part in how we do the video as a whole. Remember, when you're releasing your own videos, you can do them any way that you want. But when you're releasing a video in a collaboration, you really need to think of the family as a whole. We are not a you, we are a us. Okay, and then what is my responsibility? Well, I got to watch the video from beginning to end. Remember, that's really important. Like I said, there's a couple of us that will run the playlist. I'll be doing stuff, cleaning the house, and we'll just run the playlist for watch time because it's not everybody who we don't all have the watch hours and we're not all monetized. And it is very important for us to make sure that somebody's watching our video as a whole completely and then leaving an encouraging comment because you could either make or break a person if you're saying something good or you're saying something bad. And I don't want to ever see anybody saying something that's not right. And you're not there really if you're not. I know we don't always agree with each other 100%, but I will say this. I can promise you that if I notice something like that, I will address it. Okay. And I can promise you either you're doing that or we're not in the collab. We're just not going to do it. Okay. Not everybody's for everybody. And so I get all that. But so long as you know, so long as you understand where my heart is coming from, it's for all of us to grow. It's not, I'm not telling you it's for me to grow. I know I got to grow. I know you got to grow, but it's not about Debbie. It's not about Sandy. It's not about it's not about one person. Okay. It's about all of us because once you leave your channel, you could drop whatever videos you want on your channel. I don't even blink an eye. Okay. Because that has nothing to do with me, but the collaborations do. Okay. And so you never have to worry about, I can trust that. I can call her anytime. I can send her a message. And you will always get your questions answered and you will get all the support that you need here. And then after a while, you're going to see yourself growing. There's just no way you're not
Hmm.
because of the commitment that we have with each other. There's just no way that you're not. So that's where my heart is coming from. I know that I'm not sure if At Home with Lisa's still on here. She is hosting with me that bow collaboration, but doesn't matter if you want to be in there. There is a list going somewhere. If you want to be in there, I just got to find it. Let me know because you can collaborate in all of them. I like that approach. That's
I have
the
I have a question.
yeah.
You have not mentioned at all the home tour, right? Because I just want to
No,
make
I
sure.
haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay, because I got the 10, the 11, the 13, the 14, the 15, the 18, the 19, the 22.
Debbie, I haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not there yet. I'm over here. Okay, guys. So you got to watch the replay. No, that was supposed to be a surprise. Just so you know.
I'm
Um,
sorry. Oops.
that was supposed to be a surprise. I said I have a surprise for you guys.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
God is good though. All right,
All
so
the
let's go.
time.
Let's head on over to if you didn't write stuff down up until this day, like I said, show the the only thing I'm asking is share the calendar to your community tab. Share the thumbnails. Let your people find out about these collaborations so that our community can grow because they're not going to grow the same way with somebody else. And not everybody else is going to treat you the same way. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm
And
going to say that because I give you 100% of who I am and I expect 100%, and we support each other in this platform. And so you'll never feel uncomfortable, and we will never make you feel uncomfortable. Your videos will be watched from beginning to end. You will have that like button needs to be clicked at all times, and encouraging words need to be said to people, period. There's just like no, there's no other way there's nothing else to talk about when it comes to those rules, and they're so easy to follow. And so once you know that, because a lot of people did not know, or maybe people who are joining us that haven't been over here, I will post a playlist within 15 minutes to half an hour after your video's release in my community tab, also in my chat, but not everybody's in that chat. So that's where I post it, in the community tab. You'll always find it there. Copy and paste it in your description box. And I just leave you guys. You do a wonderful job supporting each other. And if you have a chance and you're cleaning and doing something, run the playlist. And this will help the ones who need the watch hours. Um, what is she saying? The calendar, what? I will.
I will read the calendar. I am requesting more Tea Party collabs. Yes, the Tea Party collabs. She already.
Well, the Tea Party collabs, you're more than welcome to join us
Yeah.
every month because we're going to be hosting those every month.
Yes.
So,
She could be
yeah,
at home.
so those would be good. So make sure and share all of the thumbnails to everybody. Make sure, and they're all going to have different themes because Debbie and I already talked about this. They're all going to, and that doesn't stop you from doing a tea party, but in any of the tablescape collaborations, you can add a tea party to those. But you can also, just because of the themes that we got going, you want to do the tea parties that Debbie's doing, because we have themes going for all of those for every occasion that's coming up. So those are going to be really nice, and nothing's stopping you from doing a tablescape with it. I think she does a tablescape with hers all the time.
She does. She
And then
does
she,
take a tea party.
yeah, and she always puts out sweets and all that. Listen, I'm just not going there. I'm going, I'm not going there, but you guys can go there. So I will share the
Thank
calendar,
you.
and yes, thank you so much. I will share the calendar and the thumbnails because the thumbnails show all the hosts and stuff. And remember, those are not etched in stone. Thanks, Chrissy. So those are not etched in stone. If you see, let's say I have 10 people on a thumbnail. I'm sorry, my dog is coughing in the background because Nina drank too much water. So the thumbnails are not etched in stone. If you still want to join all the way up until the day before or the same day, it doesn't bother me at all. I can always add you to the description box. I'm not going to redo the thumbnail if we're moving on to another collaboration, but I will add you in as a co-host in my description box. This is why it's important for us to make sure and link all that stuff in the description box. Some of us are not doing that, and I really need you guys to do that. Also to mention the collaboration at the beginning of the video, because it's important for people to know that you're in a collaboration. Okay.
Yes, please.
And also to mention who the host is. I need to jump on the Tea Party collabs. Yes, we all need to jump on tea. We got Tea Party collabs, coffee. You know, we have to do a coffee collab. You're gonna have to switch it up to tea and coffee one day.
I
Actually,
usually do both. That's why I put two teapots on my table
yeah, you
because
know what? It's coffee and tea. It's just not like I think that if you don't have tea drinkers, we should have tea. And I do know that she does put both pots on there, so
yeah,
that's pretty
because my
good.
husband is the coffee drinker and I drink both.
Yeah, so
Sometimes,
see, Lisa said coffee, yes, because I am a coffee drinker. I'm not, but I'll put the teapot set out there or whatever. I think I have one coffee pot. Listen, I am not going to go out and get another coffee pot. I'm using that one. I have like five teapots. I'm not going to point you up there, but I have five teapots now. I am teapot out, but I do have one coffee pot, and I'm putting it out because I'm a coffee person, not a tea. The tea is great and everything, but I'm a coffee person. So
I collect teapots, so I don't know. I got over, I don't
well,
know
I'm
how many.
collecting them now too. But so we kind of we need to be gleaming ideas off each other. We have like nine people. Click the like button, guys. I need your like buttons. So for this live. So I'm glad you're in here, Lisa. I was just mentioning you for Tablescape Tuesday on the 24th. So let me just back this up a little bit, Lisa, because you just came on. We have two guests for the month of September because we are celebrating Debbie Bubbles' birthday. And so Debbie Bubbles' birthday is on Tablescape Tuesdays on the 10th. And she has a theme of black and pink. So we want to celebrate her because you know I celebrate everybody. We want to celebrate her, real, big time. And then I'm bringing you in on the 24th. Now, so my guest on the 24th is At Home with Lisa. Lisa, the theme is a rustic farmhouse. Now, I don't want to hear anybody say I don't know what that is. Lisa's playlist will show you a lot of rustic tablescapes. I actually did one
Farmhouse?
for her. I actually did one for her 6K, and I thought it came out kind of nice. So a rustic table, okay, we're trying to do rustic farmhouse, but a rustic tablescape, and that's her theme, and that is on the 24th on Tablescape Tuesdays. Okay, it's okay. You can choose coffee as a bet. Yes, you can choose coffee as a bet. This is see, you see what I'm saying? Isn't this a perfect example of what I was just trying to
Yeah.
say? Is a
You choose
perfect
what to
example
drink.
because if you say mantle, I don't have, and the reason why I keep saying mantle is because me and Sandy don't have one. But I'm gonna do a mantle collab. And you can improvise if you don't have a mantle. Well, it's the same thing with these tea parties. We're coffee drinkers. It should not stop us from doing a tea party collaboration. So, yes, we want a tea party collaboration, and everybody did an awesome job. I don't have a mantle either. Okay, Lisa doesn't have a mantle either, but that's not going to stop her from decorating one of her either one of her sofa tables. One I'm doing the
Exactly.
one that's against the wall here in my dining room, which when I bought it, it just does not. Originally, I wanted not to have such a wide table because of Nala, and she is staring at me right now, guys. So long as she stays put, we're good. So I have the table against the dining room because I thrifted one that was really nice, and I didn't want my TV to wind up on the floor, and it had one time. And so what happened is, I think I'm going to use that behind my dining room table. But you know what? I can also use that shelf. Remember, a mantle is just, you can even have a floating mantle, a floating
Mhm.
shelf. It's just a shelf above your fireplace. If you don't have a fireplace, you still have the shelf. Okay. And you can decorate it. So we need to get those creative juices going. And the mantle collab can be a shelf, a bookcase, or a cabinet.
Yep.
I never just give one option because most people will have one of those three. And I just want you guys to know there's never anyone that I would turn away from any one of my collaborations. It just won't happen. Just if you come to me and tell me I don't have a mantle, I'm having a ball with this mantle conversation because when I was talking with Debbie about this before, you have a mantle. I don't have a mantle. Mine is on its way from Amazon. But even if it wasn't, like we even had this conversation with the beverage card. I don't have a beverage card. And I my beverage card I had to order from Amazon, but what did I say? When you didn't have a beverage card.
Lisa said, I know exactly what I'm going to use. You just gave me an idea, Anna. Thank you.
Yes, and the thing is never always remember this, guys, because we're down to 8 people. I wanted it to increase, but it doesn't matter. You guys can get the replay. That you can improvise, and I think in other collaborations, the problem was, and why I get a lot of people to come with me that I don't really mention, is that I couldn't join that collab because I didn't have this, or I couldn't join that collab because I didn't have this. You will never get turned away from any of my collaborations, no matter what. I can give you things to improvise with. Most of the time, I don't have the stuff that I'm talking about. And so I'm hosting the collaboration in order to get a group going. I'm making phone calls to call Lisa in, or to call Debbie in, or to call the other Debbie in. I mean, or I'm just leaving messages. Okay. And okay,
No,
so
no, yes.
if you don't have this, you can improvise with that. Or but I just want to make sure that you understand. I will not crisscross my collaborations unless it's something special that's going on, meaning I will not have double of a collaboration, mixed in there. If it's tablescapes, it's tablescapes. If it's tabletop, it's tabletop. If it's mantle, it's mantle, with whatever the rules are. Okay, because we don't want to kind of clash, is what I'm trying to avoid, is the clashing of collaborations. So
Mhm.
I put it on the calendar. We're moving forward. So anyway, I just spoke about the at home with Lisa on Tablescape Tuesday. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one is going to be, I talked to Lisa about this. So we had Teresa, Lifestyle Designs by Teresa. So she came up with an absolutely great idea. She wanted to host a collaboration decorating a fall tree. Does not have to be a big tree, doesn't have to be a medium tree or a big tree. That's totally up to you. Okay. She just wanted to decorate a fall tree. Dollar Tree does carry these trees. If you want to do a little small one, which I think a tabletop one is really nice for the fall. I just, as a matter of fact, thrifted one for $3, and it is gorgeous. So you can do whatever tree, small, medium, or large, in fall, for the fall season. And so she wants to call it the fall tree decorating extravaganza. So of course, I'm hosting that with her. I absolutely love that idea. And no, I'm not going to have a big tree. I don't think I have a big tree. Okay, so you can use a little tree or whatever. You might even want to think of decorating one, like I said, for your tablescapes,
Or
and that
make
would
one.
that would be a nice accent decor on one of these table collabs that I'm talking about as well. What's your question?
I said they can make one
Or you
for
can
tree.
make or you can make a fall tree, yeah. And so from inexpensive to expensive, listen,
Hold on.
the,
They say, did you gave us the date for the mantle collab yet?
the mantle collab is on the 11th of September at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard
Okay.
Time. So the mantle collaboration is called the Cozy Fall Mantle Collaboration. I don't want to go on too long over this because you're going to get the thumbnails hopefully sometime tonight. You're going to get the thumbnail and the calendar. So make sure and share all that stuff. And please feel free to make reminder videos of all these collaborations, or anyone, or the ones that we're approaching as we're approaching them. Did you give us a date for the mantle collab? Barbie, it is the 11th of September at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I need to go back down to the
You're welcome.
fall. So if remember that you can rewatch this live, play it slow, or go to the calendar once I post it late tonight. So you can write stuff down because it is easier. I happen to use this, and don't ignore the chips on the end here, because Nala got to my calendar. And look how big my cal, and I use a book, and my book is so full that I just smile when I see it, because I said, I don't know how I started school with all these collaborations, but I'm going to tell you, I had them all done before I went in on Monday. And like I said, when I have free time is when I do these things. Okay. And I get them all done. And it's by the grace of God. I have three channels that I'm running, and these collaborations and my schoolwork. So I could use all the help, guys. So now, did you write
What
that down about the mantle? I hope Barbie did. She said thank you. Okay. So, so like I said, lifestyle designs with Teresa and her collaboration, and she's hosting and I'm hosting behind her. So it's a fall tree decorating extravaganza. Don't you just love that extravaganza word? I just love that word, right? Debbie knows I love that word extravaganza. Okay. 7 p.m.
was
Eastern Standard Time. And it's a fall tree that leaves pumpkins, candy corn. I love candy corn. If I had enough of those picks, I would do a candy corn tree.
was the day?
That one is on the 25th. I think she asked you to co-host, didn't she?
Yes.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is this one is Sandy Lynn's. Sandy, are you out there somewhere? I don't see you in the comments. So Sandy Lynn is hosting this one, and most of us are hosting with us, I believe. I don't have my my host book with me, but she last month I was a little bit like, okay, decorating with sunflowers. And do you believe she did absolutely amazing in that collaboration? I love to see you guys doing your own reminders and inviting your own people. Of course, I'm doing it in the background to help. But decorating with sunflowers was absolutely amazing. And we probably could have gone on all fall, but I decided to switch it up, and so we're doing kind of the same thing. I just kind of changed the title and just brought in something else. So we're going to do warm and cozy leaves. So this is going to include leaves as opposed to sunflowers. All right. So it's called warm and cozy leaves. And she definitely needs some hosts. We need some hosts for a lot of these, but especially that one. Warm and cozy leaves. And the host it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is she still on here, or is she off?
No, I don't see her.
Okay, so she'll watch the replay. Warm and Cozy Leaves collaboration at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hosting is Sandy Lynn's Home and Garden and myself. And all you have to do, guys, I'm not telling you to just take a bunch of leaves and throw them somewhere. I'm just telling you, I'm not telling you to do that because you don't know the questions I get. I'm telling you that when you're decorating, just Dollar Tree has a little bag. As a matter of fact, I just moved it. It looks like this. It's $1.25, and you get so many leaves out of this.
She's so funny.
I'm not telling anybody to just toss a bunch of leaves or go outside and rake
Leave
leaves.
extravaganza.
It's kind of like a leaf extravaganza, but look at all the leaves. I don't know if you can see them. All these leaves that come in here is amazing how many leaves come in here. I already have plans for
Oh,
these.
she's here. Sandy's here.
Okay, so you see these, you can use these like even on your tablescapes. Just take out the colors you like or just do different colors because the fall is all different colors anyway. Those vibrant, beautiful colors. So instead of decorating with sunflowers, which turned out amazing. And she did an amazing job. I don't know if you heard me say that, but you did an amazing job between inviting her own guests. I love doing this with you guys. It's just so great. It's just so, I don't know. It just touches me to do that. So she went out, she did her own reminders, she did her own inviting, and then I invited too. And then, of course, I posted in the chat and let everybody know that we need some guests. So we did an amazing job. But this one is warm and cozy leaves, and just sprinkle some leaves. I say sprinkle, but just scatter a little bit of the leaves around. And Dollar Tree has that big pack there, like I just showed you for $1.25. Thank
Mhm.
you. Yes. And so that is Sandy Lynn's collaboration, and I'm hosting there with her and guiding her, and she's having an amazing time. I believe she's having a great time. And actually, Teresa came up to me and said, "I want to host a collab for this decorating the fall tree." Well, absolutely. All right. Sounds great. Whether I have a tree or not, I don't know. I better figure it out by that date. The point is that we're getting a video done and it's going to be fun. So now we're going to move on to the surprise, Debbie. Now we're going to move on to the surprise. Okay.
Ooh,
The surprise is after we get done doing all these collabs, our house should be already decorated for the fall. And they should look absolutely amazing from your entryway, which we just did. Your
hold on.
beverage cart, your beverage cart should be set up.
I believe
Uh,
she said the 26th.
what are you talking about? I didn't say anything yet. Oh,
No, it says I am waiting on the calendar, but I didn't hear the day for the leave.
who's that? Sandy?
Barbie.
The date for Sandy Lynn's collab?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So Warm and Cozy Leaves collaboration is on the 26th at 7. The 26th at 7. Remember, I released my collaborations at 7. My first collaboration, which is Tablescape Tuesday, I released that at 6. But everything after that is always going to be at 7. Warm and Cozy Leaves collaboration, September 26th. Sandy Lynn is hosting that collaboration, and I am hosting right behind her. She's doing all the work for the collaboration. I love to see that. I help out. Of course, you know I'm always going to do the reminders and jump in, but for the most part, I'm showing, I'm just helping out here. And they're having a great time doing it, and I love it. But we do need more hosts in to help her out there. We'd like to see large amount of people joining in everybody's. Okay, so the home tour, guys. So I am hosting my first home tour, so I need everybody to join. I'm hosting my first mantle collab that you just heard on the 11th, which is my first mantle collab. I need all of you to join. And I did say that at home with Lisa and I are doing a DIY, and I took the liberty of saying monthly we're going to do one DIY. But yeah, I think I better talk to Lisa about that later. But that's what we're doing because I do DIYs anyway. So on the 28th, write this down, guys. On September 28th is going to be our home tour at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And your home tour is your home tour. I got you, Anna. She says, I got you, Anna. So we're DIYing. If we're putting stuff together, we're DIYing. I was just telling them about the bows. If you don't know anything about bows, you will by the time we're done with that collaboration. So Sasu is saying something. What's she saying?
What we have to do for warm and cozy leaves. Just decorate like
You can
for an
decorate
example,
anything. Yeah,
you
you can.
see this flower arrangement, it has leaves in it. When you do your flower arrangement for your table, put leaves,
Sasu, I mean, you could do anything. You could do a tablescape
anything,
and scatter
anything.
some leaves. You can do, what is this here? You're just gonna do an area of your home, you decorate it and just add some warmth to it by adding some leaves.
Mhm.
Or you can add a leaf, so long as it has a leaf. You know, it kind of falls into that category. And then the home tour collaboration is on the 28th, and Lisa saying, repeating it too. The home tour collaboration. Now, some people, okay, have asked me this. It's not your whole house that we're looking for a home tour. Okay, it's whatever you want to show. If you want to show your whole house in a home tour, that's perfectly fine. I don't normally go into my bedrooms because I don't really have furniture in all of the areas of my house. Now, am I going to do the whole living area and all the areas that you guys have seen? That's probably what I'm going to have, but you choose what areas you want to videotape for your home tour. I what I'm trying to say is there's no restrictions there, okay? Just have fun with it. Oh, design with Emma. Emma, you missed the calendar, but at
Hi,
least you got
Irma,
to
welcome.
the home tour. We're having a home tour and I need a lot of hosts. So I need you here. So what is the happy to join the home tour? Can't wait. The home tour is great. So it's either certain areas you want to videotape, or it's
Emma said she's
like I
in.
like I said, I don't go into my bedrooms, and I don't believe that Debbie said that she does either. But I don't go into my rooms because I don't have them all furnished yet.
I
So
mean, I
I'm gonna
have furniture,
videotape
but I
everything
think
else.
that's something that I don't, I have a
That's something that's personal with you guys. So whatever you feel comfortable videotaping, by all means, please just videotape what you feel, what you're happy with, and there's never any, like I said, there's never going to be any restrictions with me at
the only
all.
part that you guys see out of my bedroom is when I stay my cozy corner with my chair. But other than that, I don't.
No, Lisa, like I just said, there's no restrictions at all, because if I start putting restrictions on
Yeah.
things, I'm not going to restrict at all. If you feel
No.
comfortable doing your entire house, I would love to see that video. But if you don't, like I'm going to videotape what I feel comfortable with. There is no restrictions, guys. And I would love to have you hosting, Sasu and Emma and all of you guys. I want to see all you guys in these collaborations, because there's no restrictions really, and there's always an alternative and another option if we're doing a specific one like the mantle. So there's quite a bit of us that don't have a mantle, and I just gave you some suggestions on that. We appreciate you, Sasu. What did she say?
Sasu said, "Oh, thanks. I
I will
will
do
do
my
my
best to
best for
collab. Thank
those
you so much.
collabs."
I
I
actually miss you very much. I haven't seen
sis,
you in a while,
she
but I
says,
have been
I
praying
am
for
in my
you.
recovery. She's in recovery.
Yeah. So like I said, I have been praying for you, and I cannot wait to have you back. And whatever it is that you can do, more than happy. I'm gonna have the door open for you guys to come in. But remember, you're all invited to all of these collaborations. Actually, the idea is to have everybody hosting and collabing. And the tea party is not just tea, it's coffee. That should
Hmm.
actually like light up everybody else, who the coffee
Yeah,
drinkers.
guys. So
Who's
you
the
guys
coffee
want
drinkers in the
to,
house? The coffee drinkers. I have to, when I go to school, I do that.
do
It's
you
like
guys
the
want
coffee.
to co-host with me or host with me? Welcome.
It's not just you, it's us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Emma says she's in too.
Okay, so I need to start writing these down. So I don't have, let's see. So how do I do this? So here's the thing. Don't forget, I just announced the entire calendar except for Cozy Corner or Vignette. The last one on this calendar, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to watch the replay, okay? And also, the calendar will be released tonight with the thumbnails in the community tab, or by morning, no later than morning. So I'm in, and I don't have it all written down because I usually go back to see your replies. So when that gets released, I want you to comment. I want you to comment,
On the bottom of the video and say which collaborations you're in.
because what
And
happens is once we're in the live, these comments will go away once it turns into a video.
yeah.
Okay, here's what's happening when I go on live. When the live is over, the video turns from a live into a video. YouTube process it as a video. So
Mhm.
whatever comments you're telling me here in the live will not appear in the video. So you would have to come back later on and re-comment who's in for what collab. Hopefully all of you guys say all. So Emma just said the home tour. So, but we have
Or
so many other ones, Emma. We have the mantle. We have so many new ones now. And don't forget, we have decorate a lantern. So I want you to look at the whole calendar and then write it down, and then come back to the comments. Okay, or send me a message. These are the ones that I'm going to be collabing in, so that I can go ahead and write it down, because anything you're saying right now in the comments will not appear in the video. I hope that made sense. It just processed differently and it will not appear in the regular video. So an hour from now, when I'm done, and it turns into a video, no comments. Why? Because you're commenting while I'm on live. Okay, so you just come back to that comment, and then what I'll do with a pen and with my pad right here is I will come back and say decorate a lantern. I got this one, this one, this one. And that's what I'll do with all of them. And that's not going to stop me from sending out invites. I need you guys to participate in all of them. So here's the thing. I did not put a theme. This is the last one here. It's Cozy Corner or vignettes. So Cozy Corner vignette, I could have put a fall theme on it. I'm not. You guys decorate. We know we're already decorating for the fall, and that's actually going to be after the fall tour. So here's what I would suggest, okay, is to do your Cozy Corner, your video prior to the home tour and schedule it for Monday so
Yeah,
that your Cozy Corner is already decorated for the home tour. Does that
yeah,
make sense? If
yeah,
you do your video before the home tour for Cozy Corner, because I need you guys to do a video for me for Cozy Corner. Just do it beforehand and then schedule your video for the following Monday. Then you'll have your Cozy Corner already decorated for the fall.
yeah.
Understand? I'll be coming back and comment. Right, right, Barbie. So after the live, and we're here to have fun with you guys. If you have any questions on all the other things that I talked about, but every month I'm going to be rotating different collaborations, bringing in new ones. If you guys have any suggestions, I would love to hear the suggestions. And then we can kind of take it from there. Like I said, we're ramping up, we're kind of moving to a different level with quick and easy meals for those of you who cook. And once a month, I'm bringing in a guest, and once a month, we're bringing in a theme. Okay, so that's gonna, everybody seems to like the foodie grocery haul and the home cleaning motivation. Those are normally done from my second channel. I am gonna link all three of my channels below, and I do want you guys to subscribe. Yes, I'm asking. So, yes, I am asking you to do that. So, and also, so we know we have two guests. Tablescape Tuesdays, we mentioned the mantle collab, the DIY with the bows at home with Lisa. Lisa and I are doing that one. Remember, we're celebrating this month Debbie Bubbles. We don't want to forget that. I love to celebrate people's birthdays. So she's coming in on Tablescape Tuesdays, and then we have Lisa coming in on the 24th. All that's going to be in the calendar, guys. And then she also has the collaboration that I host with her called All Things Tabletop Decor. And that one she did put a theme on, and it's called Enchantment. I'm calling it Romantic. And so that's what we're going to be doing for that one. There's just so many beautiful collaborations this month. I hope you guys have a good time. I hope all of you guys join us. Okay. And it's very important that we have this coffee thing going on, this tea collab thing, because I am a coffee person, and I am a coffee person. Some people do both, but like right now, I'm a coffee person. So we coffee people are going to stand together
Yep,
celebrating Debbie Bubble's birthday, September 10th. Yep.
yep,
We don't want to miss that because I just have to love. I mean, this girl is she is so good, and very helpful. And she's just a really beautiful person. All of us are. And of course, Miss NALA is here. I'm a coffee person too. Well, we're gonna join the the tea party collaboration. We're gonna, maybe we should think about calling a tea and coffee party. But if she doesn't want to do that, I could always do that, the tea and coffee
well,
party. But you could definitely bring hot beverages too, because I don't know, maybe other people do have different kinds of beverages, not necessarily those two, but I'm a coffee drinker, and
yeah, Emma, you could join us. Emma, you are a coffee drinker. You could join us.
mhm.
It's gonna be a tea party coffee. Like me, I put two teapots on the table because I drink tea and my husband drinks coffee. Sometimes I put two teapots on my table because I drink tea and my husband is at work and I'm with my grandson and he drinks hot cocoa.
So there you go. We are not limited to tea. There you go.
And
We're kind of just saying it right now. We're not limited to tea. We can do
no,
cocoa, we can do hot chocolate, we can do
no,
coffee, and we can do tea. That
yeah,
opens up the options to get more people to collaborate in that collab. So
exactly.
this will help us to grow. So it's not a mine, it's ours. Sounds
Yeah.
great. Yes. So that's how it has to be in order for us to grow. We cannot isolate to just one person.
Oh, I love clove tea. Oh, my clove, starro anise, cinnamon
Yes.
sticks,
Yes.
boil it. Oh, Anna, you know how to do my tea.
Star anise. No, but I mean, I've had it. I've had it too. I
Love
make
it.
it when I'm not feeling well. I'll have the
Yeah.
star anise, and I will have the cloves. Recently, I added to it. I like it. It tastes like licorice.
Yeah.
It has
It's
a
good.
licorice taste. And if you don't like tea, you have hot chocolate. If you don't like hot chocolate, then and if you have your grandkids over, hot chocolate is a really good video. And then and if you're the coffee drinkers, oh, so this has now ramped up that tea collab to a whole other level.
Yeah.
The whole thing here is that all of all of the collaborations, again, I'm trying to keep all of this as one family, and I think it's going to come out amazing. Lemon ginger, girl, when it comes to tea,
Oh
yeah,
my
lemon
God.
ginger. I don't know if
I
I've
love
tried lemon
all tea.
ginger, but I have a couple of them here, like Matthew, believe it or not, you guys who know Matthew, Matthew likes hibiscus tea.
Oh, that is good
He
though. That is
it
hibiscus
is.
tea is good for the blood pressure. It's
Yes, but he
really good
loves the
for you.
taste of it, and that he loves it, and so do I. I. It's not that I won't drink tea. It's just that I'm a coffee person, and I always will lean toward the coffee. But every once in a while, I'll say, "Let me taste your tea," and I'll just say, "I like that," you know.
Yeah, sometimes I make my tea and I put it in the refrigerator, drink it cold, like iced tea, you know.
So
Not for the winter sit, but I drink tea every night. I make my tea, put it in my pot, take it to my bedroom, and drink my tea.
does anybody have any questions? I know you guys are going to see the calendar anyway tonight, but out of the collabs that I mentioned, I'm sorry, I'm eating chips, guys, because I feel hungry. Um,
Okay.
if you guys have any questions while I'm on, because I won't be on for a while,
And
but I like to come on.
The cozy corner of Agnes, you say was for the 29th.
So the cozy corner vignette, I'm not putting a theme because it's after the tour. But
No,
remember the
the
suggestion I'm
day,
giving you. I'm
the
giving you
day.
the suggest. Hold on a second. I'm giving you the suggestion to do your cozy corner or vignette before the tour so that your however you choose to decorate it for the fall, your cozy corner is already done. Okay, and we'll see, and then the video can be scheduled for Monday, the 30th, because it is after. But you want your cozy corner decorated for the fall, so you want to do the video before the tour. So let me know. Anybody else have any questions? And remember that we're not mentioning just one collaboration, we're mentioning all the collaborations, and we're supporting each other in the collaborations. And you guys, when you play please do me a favor and do the replay on this, because at the very beginning I gave instructions on the collaborations, how you mention them, your community tab, what goes in your community tab. And some of us I've had some of us say, what does that mean, YouTube etiquette? And so I do have collaboration rules. And so collaboration, the collaboration, YouTube etiquette, collaboration rules. I mean, I could use different names. It's just basically, some people use protocol. Listen, in a very simple way is the rules to follow a collaboration. And I have that. I usually post it most frequently. You guys need to be posting it most frequently, and it tells you exactly what you need to do right on that flyer. Because I do follow YouTube etiquette. I don't know what anybody else does, but on this platform, I follow YouTube etiquette. and everybody else needs to follow suit. In order
Good
for
night,
us to be,
Sue.
in order for us to be successful, we all have to be doing the same thing. What were you gonna say?
No, I was saying good night to Sasu and prayers for
Good
her.
night, Sasu. Good night. Oh yes, Sandy Lynn, my favorite. What's your favorite? Oh, the tea. Yeah, they both like the lemon ginger. Hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, hon. I'll be praying for you. So, Sasu's been she's been a trooper. Sasu's been a trooper. There's a whole bunch of you that have been troopers all along. And don't ever hesitate to ask any questions on what can I use an alternative to this because I don't have that. Don't ever hesitate to ask me because I will not exclude anyone from any of the collaborations. That is not my heart at all.
Yeah.
And once again, the collaborations are all as a whole on this platform. Sasu, take care and rest and prayer, Sasu. Yes. Look at that. We got the whole team praying for Sasu. Yes, and we haven't seen her in a while. And but
Uh,
I saw her in the chat the other day.
Cardi Daily, she says, Anna, thank you for explaining everything. I am looking forward to joining in some of these collaborations.
Yeah, because you won't believe the questions that I get, guys. I mean, I don't have this opportunity, so I'm having fun myself right here, right now. I'm a, I mean, I try to be as humble as can be when it comes to these things, and I never exclude anyone. There will never be a day that I exclude anyone. Just come to me and say, I don't have this. What can I use instead? And most of the time, in those cases, on the flyer, I have it already written. If you like, literally the other day, I was just talking to Debbie, and I said, I just saw Liz comment in one of the comments say, I don't have a bar cart. And I had to immediately interject and say, if you don't have a bar cart, you can use wherever you would display your beverage. That can mean your countertop. That can mean anything. Didn't I say that? And she wound up dropping a video. I was so happy.
Yep. I
I
don't have a
cannot
bar
tell you.
to decorate my china cabinet.
Well, she said the same thing too. So Debbie said the same thing too. I don't have a bar card. Well, my bar card came, Amazon delivered a small bar cart for me, like a couple of days before the collaboration. And there you go. But if I didn't, I would display my beverage somewhere else. So there's always going to be an alternative, something different that you can do for my collaborations. I've heard horror stories. So this is a safe platform. It's a family oriented platform. This is how I want it to be. We literally pray for each other and we just dare for each other. So if we just follow all of us following the same rules together, there's no way we're not going to succeed. It's very important that you understand that. And it's also important to remember that it's not just about one, it's about all. Okay, it's about all of us. So the only time you see yourself as is when you're releasing videos on your own channel. But when you're in a collaboration, we are family. Okay, we're family when you're not dropping videos for collaborations, but I'm just saying. So you look at us when we're dropping videos for our channels, we drop whatever we want. But when we're in a collaboration, we're a family. And that's first and foremost, we're a family and we're all following the rules. So we feel safe, we feel comfortable, and we know that, we're kind of like because the horror stories that I've been in and the horror stories that I still hear. And that people are afraid to collab. I'm telling you, we get a lot of the same people because they're afraid to collab, thinking that we're picking and choosing who we want to watch. And I'm not going to continue doing collaborations. And so the people that are with me already are comfortable because they know that none of that nonsense goes on. And as soon as it does go on, it just stops immediately because I stop it. So, and that's what I want you guys to know because I want you to feel good about collaborating. I want you to have fun while you're collaborating, while we're all growing. That's what that's what I want. Okay,
Let me see. Hold on.
what is virtuous woman is saying something, Chrissy?
Sasu wishing you a um,
No,
Okay.
not complication free recovery.
Yeah, that.
We're wishing you a good recovery. Amen. In the name of Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
A full, a quick recovery. And it's all good. Does anybody have any questions about any of this that I mentioned? You're going to receive. Remember that the live, once it turns into a video, will not have any of these comments.
Hmm.
I need you to comment under the video. Once the live turns into a video, under those comments, I need you to write down the collabs that you want to join. So I can write it in my book and have it for the flyer. Remember, the flyers that are going out now do not have all of the people that are hosting. Okay, those flyers are always subject to change throughout the month as we get closer to a collaboration. And the more that are added, thank you guys. I mean, thank you, Sasu. She's saying thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much. You're so welcome.
You have a good night, okay? God bless you.
Um, I think I had somebody else contact me earlier. I'm not sure, and again, I didn't write everything down right now, but the thumbnails are always subject to change because you can join as a co-host all the way up until close to the time of the collaboration. I tell you, I normally don't turn anybody down at all. That just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. I mean, whether this one gets upset or that one, I don't even pay attention to any of that stuff. You know what? This is the way I do it, and this is the way and it works, and I'm not changing it. So that's how we do it. Where do you get the playlist to share? You know what I'm gonna do to share in our
In the
description box?
description,
What is the
what?
question?
Yeah, her question is, where do you get the playlist to share in the description? What you do
It,
is when she share
it's
the
in the community
playlist,
tab.
when she shared the playlist to the community tab, you could go to her community tab, you copy and paste at the bottom of your video.
Yeah, you copy and paste it in your description
Okay.
box and then hit save.
Yeah, and it stays there.
And then it stays there. That is something because I'm gonna tell you I don't normally put the playlist in my description box unless I remember because I'm just doing so many things, but it will be a point that my playlist will be in my description box as well. But the playlist for all of my collaborations is always going to be in the community tab. You don't even have to blink an eye. Within
Yeah.
half an hour, go over to the community tab, and there it is. And most of the time, I try to get it there before.
Hmm.
But that becomes a little bit difficult when we're not dropping our videos at the time that I'm asking you to drop your videos. I understand that sometimes you can be late because you're running, you're coming home from work or whatever the case, things, life happens. So I'm not going to exclude your video, but the videos are released at the time the thumbnails, if it says 7, then it's 7 or whatever. If you can do the video beforehand, that's probably best. Um, if you give me a video late because you really wanted to participate, I'm not going to turn that video down. I will put it in the playlist and remind everybody the next day. So here's another thing too. If we are doing collaborations and I added a video late, because I've had this talk with Debbie, and sometimes she doesn't get all the videos because they're dropping them late, whatever the case may be. Now it's time for bed the next day. I have to tell you guys to revisit the playlist for the people that you didn't catch when I picked them up after the time. So I hope that made sense. If I am adding, let's say we have a collaboration and all of them, my collaborations release at 7, and somebody gives me a video at 10, and by that time it's 10 o'clock. I don't know where you guys live. Okay, I'm in Colorado, so I'm 2 hours behind you guys, but some people, you guys are 2 hours ahead. So you might be in bed already. So, and
Hold
then the next day you might not know that I added a video in the
on.
middle of the night or even in the morning. I'll get them in the morning.
Hold
And
on.
like
Anna, you have
give me,
a question.
yeah, let me give me a second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you guys, please revisit. the playlist because of updates that I added. So we need to go back and revisit the playlist. Even if we're involved in a collaboration the next day, revisit the playlist to catch the ones that gave it to me later for whatever reason, guys, because life happens. Now, what's the question?
Okay, Barbie is asking how far in advance to you need do you need to know we are joined in order to be on the post?
I'm sorry, say that again.
How far in advance do you need to know we are joined in order to be on the post?
You
Like
just, if
co-hosting?
you want to co-host on it, I need to know immediately. Just let me know as soon as you want to, as soon as, because normally, here's the thing. If I release this calendar right now and you're looking at it, you know which ones you want to join. Of course, I would want you to join all, but you know which one that you are really strong about joining. Then you want to let me know as soon as possible because the sooner I find out who's joining, which again I hope it's all of you, but who's joining, then I'll get the thumbnail done and the new thumbnail with the host and co-host done um, quickly, much faster than if you waited for a week or two down the line, 3 days before the collab. And so then people might have their videos done already and you might not get mentioned. Okay, you will be in the description box. And remember, we got to start putting stuff in the description box. I'm noticing some people are not doing that, but we need to put the host and calls in the description box. And that's where you'll wind up. You will not be mentioned in the video if I did my video ahead of time. Okay, I'm not trying to exclude you. What I'm trying to say is that as the sooner you give me the information, the better, because you would be on the thumbnail with no problem on the post, if that's what you said, post, but I don't know if you meant the flyer or the thumbnail. Is that what you meant?
I think so, yes.
Because you're not going to get mentioned if you tell me 3 days before a collab, and my videos are done way ahead of time. So, well, at least I would say a week or two beforehand, my videos, I try to get them done. Depends on my workload. So let's say if you tell me right away, you can guarantee that your name is going to be on there. I cannot always guarantee if you're letting me know 2 days before. I know I won't be able to mention you unless I do my video that day, which I never do. I always do my stuff beforehand, and then you won't get mentioned. You will be in the description box, but I won't be able to verbally mention you in my video because I didn't know, because you waited too long to tell me. So the sooner you tell me, the better off it is. And I will always, the reason why I do come on live, it's not that you guys don't know how to read the thumbnails or the calendar. I come on because I want to make sure that you guys have the options in case you don't have anything and say, I'm not going to join that because I don't have a mantle. I'm not going to join that because I don't have a bar card. No, no, I come on here so that I can give you different things to do. It's already on the flyer, believe it or not, but yet I still get questions. But I will sit here and explain it as long as I can stay on. I will sit here and explain each and every one of them so that you have different options and different choices. And maybe you can give me different choices and options because there's a lot of things that I don't have, and I do glean a lot off of your videos and I have fun. Even for the bar card, I said to Debbie, and I said, be kind because this is my first bar card. I've never done a beverage card. I don't think I've ever done a beverage anything. I don't know. I guess I've been in school too long, but I said to her, I just be kind. This is my first beverage card. I thought it turned out nice. I thought it turned out beautiful.
Oops, Anna, my phone is dying. I'm at 20%.
You have a plug? You don't have a plug for the phone? Can you
No,
plug it
not over
in?
here. No, not over here where I'm at. Plus, I gotta take my dog outside. It's 10 o'clock.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you
So,
when you get back.
I'll
Mhm.
be back. I'll be back. If you still here, I'll be back talking to you in the chat.
Okay. If not, give me a call.
Okay, I will.
All right.
Hello, come on. Okay, guys. Good night, guys.
All right. So, does anybody else? Okay. So yes, Bobby, I agree. Okay. So I think, does anybody else have any other questions that, and so going back to what I said before, I mostly come on just so that you guys can know the different options you have. And there is no restrictions really, unless it's something off the wall. There's really no, there's no restrictions. You just have to use alternative things if you don't have. So that's why I like to come on, just to give clarification on stuff. And then once you have the clarification, you already your mind's already rolling and already thinking about what you're gonna do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I don't even know what time I came on. I guess I've been on. I think I came on about. You know what? Last time I was on longer. So I've learned so much from so many creators, just sharing and um, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. And Lisa helps me a lot when it comes to, um, I can always count on her. And I thank you so much, Lisa. I love this girl like a sister. And she will do. I'll be stuck in school and I'll be at the workload. And most of the time I'll come in the door and I'll just throw myself on the bed and I need to rest. And she will just go ahead and do an announcement for me or whatever. Because once I get, the hardest part is getting the calendar done, getting the thumbnails in, and then everything else I can change. It won't take that long. But the longest time it takes is for me to get those thumbnails because they have so much detail. They have your hashtag, they have your hosts and co-hosts. Remember, those are change that could always change. Everything is subject to change. So the thumbnails, they're already prepared and I have them saved. And what I do is if I need to add somebody else, I can go ahead and do that. So the bulk of the work is always going to be done around this time. I'm going to try to get this done a little bit sooner, although the videos are probably going to go out no earlier than the 31st or the 30th. But um, I will work on it throughout the whole month. Time management is a big thing because I will sit there and say, I'm going to take an hour or two on this day and I'm going to just work on YouTube or every morning. So my thing with YouTube is that it used to be mornings. And when I say mornings, I can mean the middle of the night. And then in the evening, I can come on, it all depends on my workload, like I said. So if I schedule my little works throughout the month, by the end of the month, I should have all that stuff done. But if I need help, I can always count on Lisa. Now I have Debbie Bubbles. I want more people involved as all of us are trying to do this because, we have an amazing group here and we want that family to grow. And, I really care about each and every one of you guys. And I know that that is my heart. The Lord put that on my heart to do, and we can grow together and we can, so long as we're doing everything together and we're not looking at ourselves as singular, but in a collaboration, you have to look at yourself as a family because you are working with everyone in that playlist. And sometimes I have to keep repeating it for those that are not understanding, but when you're not in a collaboration, you are releasing for yourself. When you're in a collaboration, you are releasing for your YouTube family. Well, you're releasing for this family anyway, because I can't speak for other collaborations, but I always make sure that the people who are collabing with me are taken care of. And if there's anything that is not right, is inappropriate, it's going to be addressed. You can guarantee it's going to be addressed. And so we all work as a group and as a family and we grow. And I'm not going to ever exclude anybody. I know I keep saying the same thing over and over because some of us, especially, being a Bible college student, it's just something that we have to just keep repeating things until we get it. We just get it. And I love you guys, and I want to see me grow, but I want to see you grow. And so we always remember, if we can remember, when we're in a collab, we're a family. When I'm dropping my videos from my channel, that's your stuff. And then we should be going over there to support you too. So it's not just about only in the collaborations, it should be outside. Like if I have time and I can say, oh, Lisa dropped a video on this, or Emma dropped a video on that. Good night. Thank you so much. Cozy at Coco's. I love having you here tonight. I know everybody's probably drifting off. You guys are probably 2 hours ahead. I think Lisa and I are not. Uh, it's 8 o'clock here where I am. I love having you guys. And it's always a pleasure. And if you have any questions, please, if you're not asking me tonight and you just think of one, send me a message, private messages, and I will answer them. I will show you what everything means. And, so it's all about growing together, guys. All right. So is everybody good on that? Remember, your comments, leave them after the live turns into a video, because I do not see these comments at all. And then, yep, I will work on the rest of the thumbnails, and I will work on that. That calendar needs to be, I need to finish typing it out. It's already done. I just need to type it out and then go and post it to my community tab. So I had an amazing live tonight. It was awesome. What is she saying? You're out on the West Coast. So I'm in Colorado Springs. So it's 7 o'clock over there where you are. Okay. And then Lisa, I'm not sure if Lisa's 7 o'clock also, but I'm 8 o'clock in Colorado Springs. And I know the East Coast is 2 hours ahead. So Debbie mentioned it was 10 o'clock over there. And it's 9 o'clock in Minnesota. So, oh wow, so it's 9 o'clock in Minnesota. So you see all these times, I can't keep up. So I try to always do everything Eastern Standard Time because I came from the East. So, and so even though I'm here Mountain Time, my thumbnails are always going to be Eastern Standard Time. So thank you all for joining us. Yes, thank you all for joining us. Have an amazing evening, the rest of it. Make sure and come back over and replay this live. And hopefully by morning, you guys will have everything you need in the community tab. Remember what I told you guys. So I love you guys, and I will see you in the next live. And I will talk to you privately if you have any questions. Amen. God bless.